I'm just
How
gonna start things.
dare you? I am in a professional gamer attitude.
You're in trouble then.
How
I don't
dare
believe
you?
you.
I am in a professional gamer attitude.
Oh.
You're in trouble then.
I don't believe
I had an echo.
I am in
Your stream was
did
open
too.
in the background. I was like, wait, did you just say that? Oh, you mother.
Oh.
I don't believe
I had
Okay,
an echo.
so yeah, now I hear
Your
the
stream was
echo.
open in the background. I was
Jesus
like,
I have it on
wait,
a
did you just say that?
utterly
Oh,
white
you
background
mother.
Good for the
I had an
eyes.
echo. So
It is.
your stream was
And my
open
character
in the
sheet's
background.
already making my
I was
eyes
like,
bleed, but this
wait,
light's
did you just say
doing it
that?
Utterly
just as
white
well.
background.
At least you have a character sheet.
Good for
I
the
mean, you
eyes.
have one.
So,
Just haven't
My
fiddled it
character
out.
sheet's already making my eyes bleed, but this
It's really blank.
Wow. Apparently.
Have you opened it? Because it isn't, because I put stuff on
Did you?
it. Yes.
Apparently, my stream was up and it was doing a echo like on cycle. That was
Oh!
that
Rookie
was
fucking move,
amazing.
JT.
I don't know why my stream was unmuted. Whenever I like pull it up to check something, it's muted already. We're just gonna close that now.
Top 10 starts.
All right.
Now this is
Anyway.
real D&D.
All right.
Oh, look at that map.
Get mapped.
We
Go
have
away.
we have map. Why don't I? Oh, all the way over there.
It's real tiny.
I have a
Eh.
single block. Oh, there we go.
Let me just
Yay.
zoom in
What
real
is
quick.
this?
So while I'm making visuals for people to stare at, has
The
everybody figured out what they're going to do as far as
Yes.
characters? Does anybody
Nice,
need help?
nice stab stone.
I just
Um,
figured out how to hit launch game before I started, so no.
She's not lying. She really did.
I really?
Have you even logged in?
I do have a question, Homer.
Yeah.
Do you have any resources that give insight to the Eldritch and stuff like that in Dungeons and Dragons?
Um.
We
I'm not
want
sure what you
D&D
mean.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, we want D&D Cthulhu. That's what we're looking for. I'm trying to
Yes.
find out like what Cthulhu is called in the Forsaken Realms, if he even
Cthulhu.
exists. Is it Cthulhu?
I mean,
that makes it
can just-
easier.
Yeah, it can just be Cthulhu. It's
So I
fine.
can just pull from Lovecraft, basically.
Yeah,
sort
they
of stuff.
have. Yeah,
Call
they
it the ancient
have.
one.
Yeah, they call them like the old one or the great one.
The
or
deep
the-
ones,
like,
I think,
the
or
deep.
something
Yeah,
like that.
there's a million different terms for it.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is that my dairy farmer rogue can meet Cthulhu.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
why
pretty
not?
much.
If JT kills you.
Nope,
Yes.
he's coming to live on our ranch.
Oh, cool. I never figured that out, Stone.
you should name your character Dr. Phil.
I would, but
Send
his
him to
name's
the
already
ranch.
perfect.
So I know that Toasty and Stone are pretty much good to go, unless I'm wrong. Correct me.
Hey,
I'm all
Dom,
set.
how's it going, bud?
I'm just
Honestly,
trying
I just need we need to figure out our last names, and then I need to get a character. I mean, a picture.
It's going
A
good. Just,
character
you know,
Yeah, I know my name.
scrambling.
Period.
to.
In statement.
I'm just gonna spam your DMs with a bunch of last names. We're gonna figure something out.
That's
There
fine.
you go.
And I think I know that I've got ideas for Sora's character. Drew, do you need help, or do you already have your character made?
The basics. I've got my my race, my class. I don't have like subclasses. That's a thing at level 3. My friend mentioned that being a thing.
Yeah, level 3, you get a choice of subclass or varying other things depending on which class you are. What is happening right now?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
didn't you
no.
Yes,
didn't you link me to like a Eldritch subclass for Warlock or something?
Me?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
I do a lot of things.
You do a lot of things.
So that's what we're here to do, is kind of like hammer out details before we really get into the nitty gritty of story stuff. And I kind of want to know like what you guys expect from from the story, or what you guys want to do, type of thing? Like, are you guys looking to like have deep, rich backstories that I interweave, or are you just want to like, fight some shit? Like, what do you guys want to do, type of thing?
Well, I'm not expecting giant gay insect people, but I think you've already
Well,
got
you're
that
gonna get it.
covered.
Now that you've said something.
Wow, I wasn't briefed, but
No, he said it because I told him that. I was like, I think my next big project is giant gay insects.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
That's definitely what
And
DD
he-
is missing.
He was like, I said, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Yes, he Toasty wants giant gay insect people. Who's actually the first person I told when I was like, I want to do. I sent him a picture and I'm like, I want to make giant gay insects. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that was a pretty special picture.
All right, so that's kind of stuff that we'll go over. I see that Snaris has a picture. With her big tittied mermaid.
Listen.
Look, it was bound to happen.
We have Minotaur Dad over here.
Perfect. God,
That is an
already.
amazing picture, by the way.
I have
Can I
not
put that
seen
on?
this.
It's on the map.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. I can move.
Oh my god, that looks better than I ever could imagine.
That looks better than the first one you showed me.
It's by the same artist.
Oh my.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Amazing. I love it.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It looks like
That's awesome.
fucking young Axl Rose is the Minotaur.
Yeah. That's-
Rick and Morty, the Unitor or the Minotaur universe.
Oh
Yeah.
Minotaur,
my
and
God.
that's it. The one.
Were you talking to the one where they had Elon Tusk? Because
Yeah,
there's a
exactly.
story behind that.
Oh,
Okay, so-
jeez.
Toasty and Stone, tell these guys, did I not have a character named Elon Tusk
He was a
that I
great-
made before that episode aired for
Wow,
like
so
a
they-
while?
Yeah.
It's all
I think
Homer.
since over a year now you had that character?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's a giant elephant man, though.
You've been compromised. They definitely stole that.
Yeah. Well, I said in Discord, like the day after I watched the episode, I was like, I demand royalties.
NSA is listening in on you, Homer.
I know, right? And feeding it to Justin Roiland.
I guess
Seems
so.
strange. All right, so how about we learn a little bit about Arlo here? Unless you don't have enough stuff.
I've got all of 3 bullet points for my backstory so far. I've been very busy with school.
That's fine. That's why we're here.
My whole idea behind Arlo is, the most unconventional rogue I could build ever. Start off with the inconvenient race, Minotaur, and then what's your background? Criminal? Nah.
Farmer.
Spy? No. Farmer? Yeah.
How did he get to be a rogue?
We stole cows.
Ah,
Yep. That's
There you go.
that's where we got it from.
We're cattle rustlers.
Wonderful.
And our backstory to getting to the point where we are now is that somewhere on the timeline, our farm just was swallowed up by some portal, and then boom, we're here. I don't know what else to write right now, so we got to figure that out still. But hey,
Amazing.
So I would assume that, just from my point of view, that the farm kind of disappearing would probably be somewhat recent.
mm-hmm.
But not so recent enough. Like you guys probably would have quote unquote become adventurers in the time since things happened with your farm to where you're at now, because now you're at a point where you're trying to figure out what destroyed your farm, right?
Yeah.
Like why did the earth just open up and swallow our dairy farm whole?
We gotta go save Bessie from the Underdark.
Like he's here to save the farm. I'm here to get interspecies cows. Just get different types of cattle.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my god, we could raise cows on the farm and make moon cheese.
so that does bring up a point. So like the whole idea, I've told some of you guys here and there that like the idea is that all the different elemental planes of that make up the universe of Faerun are kind of like, as the title would show, they're folding in on on themselves. So like they're overlapping in weird places where they shouldn't, and that's what's creating all the chaos of the world. That's what's creating what, quote unquote, swallowed up their farms. So if you want to play that into stories in whatever way, I thought maybe the two water-based characters, maybe something happened to your water-based home. Maybe that ocean ran dry or like receded and now you're not in water. Whatever, that sort of thing, if you want to play into it.
So are we
Or I
doing
could
this?
just
Is this
make it up.
Forgotten Realms?
It is basically Forgotten Realm. I kind of am like, I like to just mash all the universes together.
Okay. I'm just like deeply familiar with Forgotten Realms, so if we are doing that, that's very beneficial for me. It's
Yes.
not very
Imagine that, but just utter chaos. Things that
Okay.
shouldn't be there exist.
Oh,
So
neat.
I'm using the whole like planes of existence overlapping is like causing just utter havoc to basically allow you guys to do whatever you want. You can play whatever class you want, whatever race, and it's all explained by everything being crazy.
All right.
Plot hook done. So that's why I think Stone, you're playing a non-standard class, right?
Pretty much.
Why don't you talk about your character a little bit?
So basically, the exact same thing as Toasty, but
But
instead
without
of
the
being a
cool
Minotaur,
token.
I am just a human. So I don't know how we're gonna explain being brothers
That's
when
great.
he's a Minotaur and I'm a human. We're not gonna talk about that right now.
Fucking magic, crazy, right?
And but yeah, essentially same backstory. We're cattle rustlers who were also working on a dairy farm. Got sucked up.
I just
my class
imagine.
is a
ahead.
shadow walker, which is basically a rogue, but I use more shadows as offense than anything else. But not too much different from a regular rogue, to be honest.
My chat suggested you guys could be half brothers, but you were turned into a human, right? That's what happened there?
Essentially.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just want to know about your parents' lineage. If one of you
Well,
is
funny
a
enough,
Minotaur
so
or
do
one
I.
of you is a human.
Oh.
Who was the mom and who was the dad?
And your,
Oh,
were your
good
parents
God.
was your dad cattle wrestler?
There's no right answer here.
Was your mom the cattle wrestler? The cattle Jimmy wrestler?
No, she was
God.
wrestling, all right.
Oh.
All right, so I assume that's going to be like a thing that you guys want to explore, your farm and your heritage.
Pretty much. And like I said, we are taking many different species of chickens and cows back to our farm.
Oh, and they'll be there. I think we spawned that idea because I mentioned the cows from Futurama that are just giant
Oh my
ladybugs,
God.
basically, but cow colored. So
Jesus.
expect weird things like that to happen.
All right, great.
So I know we have kind of an idea about Sora, but we haven't really fully fledged that out. But I think you're mostly done, right, JT?
Concept-wise, character concept?
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah, for the most part, I think.
I don't think you have a token yet, but
No, I haven't been able to find any old salty Genasi. So,
sure we can.
A little specific, yeah.
We'll just find somebody else who's salty and make them blue.
That's a great idea. Yes. Yes.
So tell people about what you got going on.
So basically I don't have anything too in-depth. Basically, I mean, a lot of his character is just going to hinge around the fact that of his eldritch worship, or however you want to phrase it. basically he was a part of a sect at one point, and after a while they decided, hey, you need to leave because you're too violent and you're going to draw too much attention to us. Because basically his way of spreading the word is by killing people and things like that. So after being separated from his group, he spent a good 20 years underwater rethinking his angle, like what he's going to do next in order to spread the word of Cthulhu or the Deep One, whatever you want to call them. I'm sure at some point in his timeline you could say that he spent time on a ship just for the sake of explaining the accent, but yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And in some way he knows Sora's character, but it may just be in passing, not necessarily anything, deep.
Okay, so you guys decided against a deeper backstory.
We've only talked about it a little bit, right, Trish?
Yeah, it was pretty brief.
All we know is that she is going to be annoyed by his presence, so.
Yes.
I expect nothing less.
And of course, I didn't even mention this, but the class that I am playing is Warlock, so that'll all be a part of the Eldritch stuff, though. So.
Yeah. And then Sora, you're playing. Have you absolutely said yes? I'm going to play the custom class that I built.
Yes.
Okay. I know we've talked about it a lot, and you kind of went back and forth, but I hope I sold you.
You did. I actually did like a lot.
I'm pretty sure this is what did it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, guys,
I have to
this
make
is,
a token for it.
Sebastian. He is literally what you see, a
Wow.
crab made from seashells. And if he enlarges the other token,
I'm working on
that
it.
is my horror mermaid. There you go.
You're what?
My horror mermaid.
Is she actually one?
She just likes to kill dudes.
That's
it.
not what whores do.
You don't know that.
I mean,
if
I'm
they've been
pretty
around
sure.
enough.
It's the oldest profession. I know what it is.
I can't. So. Yeah. The crab's name is Sebastian. So enjoy that. That's all I got for you guys.
We haven't quite worked out the rest, but I think maybe we'll. I mean, if you guys are okay with it, we'll maybe work out those details on stream if you want. Because otherwise, you guys don't have enough players built up ready to play to actually run.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll do it in stages. I don't know if everybody wants to just sit and voice chat while we work on characters, but at least getting some people acclimated to what's happening and then talk out some creatures and bits and bobs of characters.
I can't stop staring at the crab.
I mean, it was my favorite.
So why does he have shell hands?
So
don't judge him.
Crabs have one thing they're good at:
pinching.
So it ties into her class. The custom class that I made is called Soul Ray, and their whole thing is that they're like crafters of some sort. They don't necessarily have to be like a blacksmith, but they do smithing or they do crafting of some sort. You could be a tailor, you could be a smith, you could be, I don't know, little Billy in first grade art class just squirting glue on random objects and sticking them together, making Forky from Toy Story. But so the idea is the crab is made, it's not an actual crab, it's parts of crabs and shells and sea material crafted into a crab and then gifted with a soul.
It's a crab golem, is what you're saying?
Basically, yes.
Sweet.
We haven't even finished the rest of her rest of her character because that's just like her familiar. She actually gets an entire medium-sized humanoid creation.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That is also like, it's like a fully combat ready character. So she technically plays two.
I costume for a water dragon.
Yeah, so I have to finish like figuring out what to do for that. I do have a picture for it though. I can put that in there. Give me a hot second here. Did I not put it on the sheet yet? I was gonna make tokens for it, but I was waiting to figure out what we were doing before I did all that jazz.
Things and stuff.
You know, I never realized it, but the longer I've stared at this picture, I've realized how messed up it is. His legs are like thread.
His arms are pipe
Or yarn.
cleaners.
His back legs look like licorice.
They do, yeah. They definitely do.
He doesn't like being judged, guys.
The crab or the keeper? I imagine Tora has chased that crab once or twice trying to step on it.
If you step on my crab, I'm gonna step on you.
I'm trying to remember what I named this picture that I downloaded from you. Is this it? Nope, that's the crab. Okay, maybe I don't have it saved. Let me grab it from Discord. Where are you? There you are. Hey, look, it's right there, ready to go. It's like the last thing I sent you. I don't know. I kind of like this, and she approved it, so this is what he'll look like.
Oh, it was the thing with legs, right?
Yeah.
The thing with legs.
You know, like humanoids.
You guys are gonna be like, oh, yes. It's very colorful.
She was like, I want it to be this from Final Fantasy, and I was like,
I was like, oh, I said similar to Leviathan.
The giant sea dragon.
But he's humanoid. It's a sea dragon, but humanoid.
I mean,
He'll
So
fuck
he's
some
got
shit up.
he's got arms and he's got legs.
water chocobo. Yes.
So that's what her and it's going to be large, so it's big enough to ride.
Oh.
So it
Stop
is a water chocobo. So I have to finish building that up. What's that?
It's even got the reverse knees.
Yeah,
Right,
it
bent
does.
back.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. I can't
So-
unsee it.
So we'll finish fleshing out Sonaris is her name, right?
Why is that familiar?
I don't know, I used a generator for it. Not that creative.
So we'll flesh her out, but she's gonna be basically the healer of the group. She'll have to like pick what spells she's got, but she has access to healing spells, but she's not like a full-on cleric. She only has X. I think she only has like 2 spell slots.
Mm.
But if she takes my advice, she'll have some extra healing she can do.
Yes.
You just got to work it out. And then, last but not least, Mr. Drucifer. What are you going
One
with
sec.
here? 1 sec. We are 1 secking.
I'm looking up that name now because it's bugging me.
It's probably like some porn actress's name.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised.
Now to the D&D center stage, Cinnamon.
Oh my god.
Okay, this isn't what I was thinking of, but apparently it's a name of a character in Power Rangers.
Oh my god.
Not what I was thinking of though.
Feel the power of my magic!
Are we still? Did you pass over me?
We're just standing here awkwardly waiting for you to talk.
Okay,
About your
sorry about that. I got a very important phone call. I swear it was worth it.
Yeah.
Um,
For me or for you?
for, just to be clear, nothing I'm doing is for you, Homer.
Oh, okay. You say that.
While I'm making enemies. So I don't have a ton written down for Zeus, other than that he's
Zeus?
yeah. Neutral as neutral evil gets. Wildly successful as a merchant working for the Zentarim or the Black Network. Working up and down the Sword Coast, but mostly in Sembia, which is deserty for anyone that's not familiar. On Zentarim business, essentially Sembia is a decent place versus the half elf that's got some drow in them because they got darker skin. A little less suspicion from the locals because there's not a lot of drow out there. But motherfucking half elf part drow really hates the sun, so pretty pissed off about all the work with the Zentarim. But mainly got fired from the Black Network for an attitude problem, like lack of ambition. So hard to do.
So he's like the stoner of the Zentara.
Pretty much, just like fuck it. Yeah, but maybe a little more bitter.
There is actually a half drow subclass or race,
Okay.
subclass race, on the 5e tools site that I sent you.
Maybe I'll just adjust.
You just have to enable like all the other filters to be able to see it.
Great, that doesn't sound complicated at all.
There's a big button in the top left-hand corner that says filter.
Filter, beautiful.
And then select.
Never would
all.
have seen it otherwise.
And then on the filter page, there's a section I think labeled sources, and there's a button on the right-hand side up on the top of that area that you click all,
Got it.
and then that'll show you pretty much more than you want to know.
Mhm.
You see behind the walls, behind the doors, in the hallways, in your parents' bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
He's gone too far.
I just realized
That
that-
didn't show me as much as I expected. To be real with you. I popped up like 4 things.
I just realized
Well,
that
I don't
the,
know what you
uh,
clicked before that.
I don't know
I just
either.
realized that the water chocobo has a tail piercing.
Listen,
Cute.
I've had enough of your shit.
Listen, Linda, listen. All right, so
Sorry.
while you guys are doing things and stuff in your brains, some more quote unquote backstory of the world at large is that there are major things happening to certain areas of the world that coincide with like the planes overlapping with each other, things like that. One of the main things, some of the main things are some of the cities are like changed from what they normally are. Like some of the major ones are like Luskin is cast in eternal darkness, and not Waterdeep, Neverwinter is cast in eternal daylight, basically. So like an area around, it's like a bubble around both those cities where the one is always nighttime, one is always day. So there will be other things like similar to that we'll get into as we play potentially, if you guys, go to those places. There's like a vast field where it's nothing but fire, just forever burning.
I vote not
So-
to go there.
Think of it like, so it's like things like the plane of fire is like overlapping with that part of the material world. Oh,
Fun.
Has Evil Lynn arisen?
Yeah, it's been bedtime for like a half hour now, so she's
Oh,
not
no.
happy.
Well,
Oh,
let
it's
her go to
Anderson.
bed. Stop keeping her up. Jesus.
Shut the fuck up.
Poor kid just wants to sleep.
Can you just get your shit together, JT? Thanks.
Nope.
Nope. Short answer, no.
So, does anybody need further help with their character sheet other than the one I know, which is Sora?
I think
I-
I do. So I found that half elf drow class.
Yeah.
Is there an easy way to get this info across that's not copy pasting? I remember the plugin had some ability if you didn't.
Yes, there is a way to do it. I have never used it though, so
Okay,
I
sick.
don't know.
All right then. A hard way it is.
Stone or Toasty, have either one of you used that tool? I know you know of it.
Yeah.
What now?
I'm the one who told Colby about it.
Oh, okay. Do you not? Can you relay information on what to do?
I don't know if it translates well to this character sheet, but fuck it, give it a try.
Oh, is it specific to the normal one? Like
It might be, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it on this. So
Well.
basically, what you do if you have all the necessary plugins, yada yada yada, is you. I think it's under like journal or the compendium. You should see an import button.
on the character sheet.
No, on the little sidebar, there's journal, compendium, jukebox, all that jazz. If you click on one of those, there should be an import button at the top.
It's probably on the character tab, the journal tab would be my guess.
If it's not there, that might be because I remember one of them, the creator took it down. The only way to get it was to download it off of some Reddit page and like
Oh,
make it yourself.
Oh well. Well, I'm just gonna do it the hard way, because I definitely don't have an import or anything like that under characters. So I'm either missing the plugin or something. But it shouldn't be too hard, especially if
It's
everyone else is
unfortunate.
still making their shit.
I suddenly cannot open my character sheet, so that's nice.
Yeah, you didn't need it anyway.
Throw it in the dishwasher and wash it.
L-
Try to open it after.
L2 D&D noob.
Let me relaunch.
All right,
So we
Cat. Me
got-
and you are about to tussle.
Roy and Arlo Kenchno.
I'm sorry. Who just said they were about to fight their cat? I thought I heard. What? Was it you?
Hey,
No,
trust me,
I don't
will-
have a cat.
You will hear me threaten my cat quite a bit. Me and him. Oof.
They're not on good terms.
There we go. Now it opened.
Oh my god, what are these stats you have, Drew?
Well, I have no idea what I've done.
He he did roll.
Always
Full
a great
disclosure.
start.
He did roll 2 16s. It looks like. Oh wait, no. What the hell is that?
Oh,
Don't.
these are
don't-
legit rolls. Oh
don't,
god.
clicking the wrong
Wow.
field and it just started rolling.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's his rolls.
Oh my god.
This is why you're supposed to go first, Stone. This is why I always roll my stats first, Stone. Who
Oof.
rolls in the latter half always gets the sucky
You rolled
roll.
4 threes. 4 threes.
That is a solid oof.
Alright, so
He
we're
got
gonna
a
go
3
to.
in every single one of his stats. Impressive. I don't think I could even manage that.
Man.
yeah, I really wish I understood what I did to myself here.
Okay,
It's not so
so
much what you did; it's what Roll20 did to you.
okay, so for those that don't know me, I have some homebrew rules that I break out every once in a while when somebody's got some really bad stats.
You got to go into the safe.
So I have a homebrew rule that I break out that is if you roll 4 1s, it becomes a 20.
Oh.
If you roll 4 2s, it becomes a 19. And if you roll 4 3s, it's an 18.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
So change one of your 19s to an 18, or one of your 9s to an 18. I mean, yeah, don't make one go down.
Yeah, change all your 19s to 18. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, noob.
Did I have 3 9s? Is that what?
You have 3 9s? No.
No. One of your 9s becomes an 18. The one
Okay,
that is
sick.
4 3s. The other 9 you keep. It's your dump stat. Congrats. I just pulled up his sheet and saw 2 -1s, 3 1s, and then a 2, and I was like, I almost threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I actually had to go scroll up to see. I was like, oh, it can't be that bad.
No, it is.
It wasn't
Hey.
great.
And yeah, and then I went and scrolled up and looked at the actual rolls, and I'm like, oh god, that really happened. Because my method is supposed to make this not happen. It's less likely anyway.
Hmm.
Because you infinitely re-roll 1, so you have a much better chance of getting higher scores. But
Hmm.
that doesn't help if you roll all
You gotta
3s or
get it.
all 2s.
I don't know what I have left to do on my character sheet. I know you and I did a lot the other day, Homer, but I just don't know what's left at this point. I don't know if I missed anything.
Wait, hang on, I'm gonna click around.
How dare
So you got all your spells picked?
Yeah, that much we did. And I think I got all the equipment.
Let's take a gander at Warlock really quick. I trust that Toasty and Stone are done because they started like 2 weeks ago.
Maybe.
Hey, you guys want to join a game? Yeah, can you make the game so I can immediately start making characters?
That did happen.
Like the same day. I'm like, well, let me ask if they're ready and if this is happening.
You can't just throw those words around and not expect me to instantly come up with a character.
Hmm.
Stone's in my other my other game, and I have like 30 characters at the ready.
Like, we also got really excited about being brogues, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, man, all the shoes.
Uh,
Okay, so did you get your Eldritch invocations?
maybe.
I don't think you did.
Alright.
So make sure you look through and pick those out.
Okay.
You need,
Oh,
and
you
you can
know
look
what, I
those up
definitely
on
didn't.
5e.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
You should have 2 of them.
Okay. Alright, I'm
There's
gonna look that up in a minute. I will be right back. I need to step away. I'll just be 1 minute.
Cool. We'll just, hang out here and say inappropriate things on your stream that you can't stop us from doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really
Eurydice
great
Clitus.
Well, I have the mature thing up for a reason. Okay, I'll be right back.
Vagina dentata.
You remember Vagina Safari?
Yes.
Yeah,
Great
that was a
times.
good time.
No, please elaborate while JT's not around.
We couldn't figure out the name of an NPC. We just kept calling the NPC Vagina Safari.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
meanwhile, you know, she's like the head mage of a really important part of Waterdeep.
No, like she's a notable figure that we should know the name of, and whenever we interact with her, that's what we call her, because we don't remember her actual name.
Mostly the players.
Also, you know what? I'm regretting not going a gunslinger because boy, it would have been a lot more. It would have made a lot more sense.
I mean, you can still go a gunslinger. It's session 0 Stone.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right.
You're right.
So-
You're right.
Homer, what healing abilities are available to me? I
And
mean, I see like
All of them.
all of them, literally all of them.
Yes,
Awesome.
you have every healing spell,
No, that's not accurate at all.
and
So
you
I
can.
see, like-
They're all used at level 1.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yes, you
Her
can use-
spells are max level, just like a warlock.
Nice.
Beautiful.
She always casts her spells at max level. Which at level 3 is second level.
Oh.
So 3 cantrips, 4 spells, and you have 1 spell slot at level 3.
Oh.
So you can cast 1 spell per day. Congrats.
Stone,
Sweet.
I'm seriously considering dipping into cleric.
Hey man, you go for it. I am actually changing to a gunslinger because it just makes sense. I want to be full on
I'm
cowboy.
keeping with my rogue, but I kind of want to go Twilight cleric because then we can just have infinite dark vision at all times.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna keep a box of band-aids with me, and there you go.
So the healing subclass for Soulright is Spiritus. So you get, if you look at page 6 of the guide, it shows
Okay.
an expanded spell list. That means that on top of the normal spells you can choose from for your class, you can also pick from these, which you can only pick from the first or second because you only know up to 2nd level right now.
Okay.
Those spells are Cure Wounds, Healing
And
Word,
Resto.
Lesser Restoration, and Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
But remember, you only know 4 spells. So you could pick all those, but then those would be the spells you know.
Right.
If you look down further in the list, there are more spells to choose from. First and second level, they're on page 14 of the guide. You
So
can also pick
14?
from those spells.
Okay.
The only one, I mean, the character is pretty well built that you don't necessarily need them, but you also didn't roll your stats yet, so
Yeah.
who knows, but so maybe we'll just start there. How about you roll some
Okay.
stats? Do you
Cool, I can do that.
can. You can use the you can either just roll 4d6 and we'll do it manually, or you can use the little formula I put in Discord. It's one of the pinned tweets.
Okay. Hold on. Oh my god, this picture of the crab is everywhere. I can't.
The crab is all.
Crab is
Amos
level
Sebastian.
All right, so Stone, I might be max minning a hardcore lot in my mind right now about how to do a rogue ranger cleric build
Okay, you gotta
that gives
slow
me
down, bud.
infinite stealth and max damage at all times. I have a problem.
Okay, just remember, you're also a minotaur. Okay.
It's already off the shelf, Stone. I've knocked everything onto the floor and I'm rolling with it.
Why does that look all weird?
Alright, I know what I'm doing.
Wait,
But I have to
what?
switch some stats around.
Is it just me or did it cut that last number in half?
It did. 12, 12, 17, 12, 15, 12. What is up with all the 12s?
I don't know.
Leave some 12s for everyone else? Jeez.
You
No.
got 4 12s. Drew got 3 12s.
You guys
John-
basically have the same stat.
That's great.
He
North
just
Star only
has an
got 1
18
12.
and a 9. And you got a 17 and a 12. I think you got the better deal. Sorry, Drew.
Well, yeah, she has no negatives.
So I would probably put the 17. Oh, what's your class bonus or race bonuses? We'll look at that real quick.
I can do
I'm still trying to figure out what's what on here, so I'm like,
That's why we're doing it live.
yep.
I mean, it's session 0. That's what it's for.
Yeah, well, that's what I told everyone. Like they're like, I don't have stuff ready. I'm like, we're just gonna do it the first stream. It's fine. Relax.
Great content.
I know, right? It's D&D. We're just doing character creation. That's all. So you wanted to do the Merfolk
hmm
Cozy Creed, Cossy Creed, however you pronounce that. So you get a +2 to charisma and a +1 to intelligence. If you put your 17 in intelligence, it'll actually become an 18. Good.
Okay, you can do it for me.
I
That's
did.
fine. I'll take it.
I did.
I was like in the process of clicking on it, and I'm like, nah, I'll let him do it. That's fine.
Stone,
Just sit back and relax. Let your TM.
do you want to take
ride.
intelligence instead of wisdom for your buff stat?
So you have 12s and like everything.
My
else.
wisdom and intelligence are the
I'll
same.
do 12 for strength
mind,
because you don't need it.
I'm swapping my intelligence with wisdom.
Guessing
my
you're gonna
wisdom's
want a
up.
high charisma.
Yes.
Like Toasty, we're not rogues in the sense that we're going to be stealing things. All right, we're just looking for animals.
I mean, you could.
So
You're
we
gonna
are
get a.
stealing things.
Well,
You're gonna get a +2. If you did the 15, that'd give you a +3. But then you're gonna have a 12 and everything else, which isn't horrible.
Just go human and have a 13 and everything.
yeah.
Well,
No, that defeats the whole purpose. She wants to be a mermaid.
yes.
So you could do something like this, but you're only going to get a +1 in other things. But if you say put your put a 12 in charisma, your +2 bonus would make it a 14. So it'd only be a 2. But then you could put, say, your 15 in dexterity, and that'll give you a +2 there. So theoretically, you get more points doing it that way. Actually, it's about the same, but you spread out that extra point you had in charisma into dex, which will roll into your initiative and your class,
And my what? Sorry, it cut out.
your armor class. So it makes you harder to hit.
I think that sounds good to me. I
sure.
like it.
Because charisma is not going to be a super high stat for you anyway, even though you are a mermaid who wants to lure people.
Right.
Why not just be a siren?
We had talked about it, but a siren doesn't get the same stat bonuses that the merfolk get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only get +2 to charisma. And the only other real thing you get is the friends cantrip.
The
And the flying, apparently. I'm still not sure why you can fly as a siren.
yeah,
They're
that
like
was
supposed to be harpies or something like that. I don't remember.
yeah, I was like, no, I want fishtail. So like the main thing with the Kosi Creed merfolk is that they're like tricksters. So
Which kind of makes
I mean,
sense with what you want to do anyway.
yeah. So even if it's not like luring men to their death, it's, fucking playing pranks or some shit. I don't know. Like I
You
got basic
lure
idea.
sailors to their death and then just yell it's just a prank, bro.
So you're just like basically a magician, sort of. Just everything is a fucking gag.
Yes.
Here, take my hand. Oh, the hand fell off.
Everything is gagged. Did you see my crab?
No, yeah, you got a good point.
I just imagine your crab doing the dance that Michigan J. Frog does from whatchamacallit, Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, something. The brain's not working.
Have you
I
guys
really-
heard the Crab Rave song?
I really hope your crab is just dead, but you you just made homemade googly eyes and put it on it, and you just shake it around all the time, like, "Hey guys, look my familiar," and it's just like fucking dead lip arm.
I mean, you're sort of right. It was a bunch of dead parts that she just animated with life. So it's sort of true.
That's what plays when my crab is around. It's Crab Rave.
Nobody in JT stream gets to hear it.
They'll be fine. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Please don't burn anything down. I trust you guys.
Oh, he put us on Be Right Back.
No promises.
Yeah, they gotta listen to something. So.
Poor
God,
bastards.
this video is so long. God.
What?
So what are the logistics of the mermaid? Is she floating? Is she slithering along like a snake?
She's
Nah.
a merfolk, and they have legs.
They have legs. Neat.
Oh, that's lame. I thought she's gonna be like just a big
She's
barrel
like
of water.
She's gonna
Oh,
be like
dragging around the
Splash.
tank.
She's gonna be able to go from one to the other. It won't make
You
sense unless I ever
remember-
do that.
You remember the Logan's first character, the one with the fake tits? That was a merfolk.
Tricksters.
You mean the one that died to a?
Yeah, that was stupid, but yeah.
The hell was that thing called? I can't remember anymore. The little brain thing.
Brain Devour?
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
You know, I'm not
What
gonna
else?
lie. I'm not really liking this gunslinger thing.
Then don't be a gunslinger.
I mean, I probably won't. It's just that it doesn't look very good.
Are you looking at the fighter subclass?
I'm looking at a lot of them.
How do I look at
Why don't
subclass?
why don't you look at the official content for gunslinger soon?
Well, the fighting class, I didn't like that one at all.
So then you just don't like the gunslinger class.
I really don't.
Why don't you just be a warlock and
Ew.
your pact of the blade is just your gun, and then you just use charisma, be like a hex blade, but make it a hex gun.
Too much.
Hexgun's the name of my thrash metal band now. Dibs.
Did you say something earlier, Drew? Did you need help? with
Yeah,
something?
subclass. Where would I go to look for?
So
tools?
if you're on the 5e, what are you again? Fighter?
Yeah, fighter.
All right. So when you're on the fighter tab, when you're looking at classes,
Yeah.
to the big field that shows like your proficiency bonus and your features at the level, like that little
Yeah.
table. Directly below that, there should be a bunch of buttons with words on them. Arcane Archer, Battlemaster. Those are the subclasses. You have to click on it to make it blue, and then it'll show up in the list below that. So everything that's in blue will be subclass features.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
As am I.
Oh,
God.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I guess maybe I'm changing this up a little bit because monster sounds pretty great.
What does?
Monster Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
I'm gonna be a witcher.
Oh no.
Do you hunt mermaids?
Listen, motherfucker.
Only for coin.
Somebody pays them enough, you will.
I did read a
I'm
neat little.
leaning into this.
I did read a neat little fact that mermaids can't touch copper.
Well, I know what my character's gonna wear.
So,
Listen,
so you can't deal in change. Can only pay for things in silver or gold.
yeah, pretty much.
She doesn't pay
She's
for
top dollar.
anything. She
Only
murders men for
highballing.
their riches.
Well, what if their riches are in copper?
Okay, you win. Maybe that's Tora's problem with her. She kept polluting the water with dead bodies, and that's his job.
Oh,
Oh.
My bad.
I just realized something kind of like stupid, but not really. You guys are probably gonna be like, "Wow, this bitch is dumb." So, so the merfolk can switch between the tail and the legs, right? I
Tail
read
all
one
the
thing
time.
about it. Tail all the
Technically,
time.
they
So-
never
Push
have a
tank
tail.
around.
So I'm just gonna be prone, right? Like land.
You just gotta flop everywhere like
Okay.
a mud skipper.
You're like Magikarp. Swap around everywhere.
I think you were leaving when I said it, but technically you only have legs as a merfolk, but I'll let you like swap between the two.
Okay. Yeah, I read a couple different things where it's like, you know, if you decide to go up on land with your tail, you end up with like a 2 movement speed, and I was just like, oh, this is great.
I like that rule actually. It's
Don't worry, one of us will just carry you at all times.
Don't touch me.
Fine, we'll just
Wait,
put you in a
wait.
barrel.
I
There
have
you
a
go.
better idea. Yes, your construct is basically Bruno from Sesame Street. He just carries you around in a
my
garbage
God.
can full of water.
Jesus.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah. Sonaris the Grouch.
I was actually disappointed for a second there when you said that she didn't actually have a fin, because I was just thinking it would be an amusing interaction between her and Tora if he at some point said something like, "You have no idea how many of your people I've killed to eat for the fishtail."
God.
I think it'd be funnier if you only ate the top halves. That meat's tastier.
Wholeheartedly agree with this.
Oh my god.
This game's getting off to a great start.
That's just fantastic. Because I was thinking, like, further detail, like maybe because he's eating nothing but meat underwater, he filed all his teeth to a sharp point.
I mean, technically, I think as a warlock, you gain some sort of like feature. Am I wrong? I think that's true. They leave a mark on you. I think they call it a mark. They leave a mark on you, but the mark could just be you got like shark teeth.
JT
Okay.
horrified my chat. They're terrified I'm gonna get eaten now.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh my god.
So I kind of had already thought in advance that for Sonaris that basically if you follow a god or not, the god of oceans or one of the water gods will have bestowed you with the ability to walk on land in order to help figure out what the fuck's happening.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's great.
I need somebody with, I need eyes and ears and feet on the ground. Oof, you had feet. Go figure some shit out. Why are all my oceans draining into a void in the universe?
I really like that idea, by the way, of the ocean drying up, because I can just picture Tora, like, sitting in the middle of the ocean, and all of a sudden the water comes down below the top of his head, and he's just like, what the fuck is this?
Wait a minute.
What if
Speaking of
you-
water,
Mhm.
the town of Waterdeep no longer exists.
What?
Is it in deep
Uh,
water?
Waterdeep was swallowed up by the ocean. A big tidal wave came in, landed
God
on
damn
Waterdeep, and pulled it into the ocean.
Ah,
Good riddance. I hate
fitting
everybody.
Wait, hold
name
on
now.
now.
And
so
and
we
the
put a lot of
ocean
work into that
receded
place.
with it. Sorry, what was that, Stone?
I said we put a lot of work into that place.
Yeah, and I burned it to the ground because they screwed me over.
Well,
Bunch of fucking capitalists.
Look, they screwed you over, but Kelsier had a great time with his Zentarum, all right?
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. That's why we moved to another Zentarum-ridden city.
we can't play a D&D game without talking about our other D&D game.
I can't help it. Kelsier's one of the greatest characters I've ever made.
Yeah, I'm really sad we don't get to continue playing it.
Yeah, too bad I can't play Tusk anymore. Huh?
Listen, I did not vote for that one to happen, and I tried to make it stop, but
Look, I had to kill him, all right?
Yeah.
He was in the way.
He didn't just kill my character. My character was already like stabilized but not dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at 0 HP basically, and he just walked over and shot my character 8 times point blank with a gun.
What the fuck?
I unloaded 2 pistols into him.
Why?
because
He
his
was a
character
cop.
was a cop.
Yeah, because my character was an order cleric, basically a cop.
I just
Wow.
love the way that game started. The whole like roundabout. We were like, okay, let's do like an evil campaign, right? Let's be nefarious, and then we were all in on it, and then some stuff happens and people dropped out, and then it somehow got to us being a normal campaign, which is never the case. I don't know
I-
what anyone was compelled to think of it that way.
I don't
and
know
then-
why you think that game was any sort of normalcy.
I mean the pretense to it all, right? And then literally the opening sequence is Stone and I's character trying to steal stuff when a cop, Homer's character, walks around the corner asking a question, and then suddenly we're just goody two shoes, smiling along, and it's just like all good all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened.
Sorry, I had
We
to go
literally
for-
set the setting with 2 crooks being joined by a cop, and then we run around the city.
Like, we were deputized, all right?
Favorite pastime of ours was stealing from every magic shop in the city and not getting caught once.
Fantastic.
And the only time that was ever close to being caught, I talked my way out of it. But we had one fault in all of it, was that Stone's character just told everybody what he did all the time. It didn't matter who you were, he literally told everybody. He literally told a cop that he killed somebody, and that cop was Homer's character.
Yes. And I
Wow.
immediately told the authorities.
No, to be fair, I didn't say I killed them outright. I pretty
didn't
much
say
left
you-
it. Yeah. I didn't say
No.
I didn't kill them.
Because you were like, this is how the conversation went. It was like, I may have killed somebody, and then Homer's character goes, "Did you kill somebody?" And then he was like, "I don't know," and went to bed. And then you can't just leave it like that. It was
Meanwhile,
hilarious.
half a villa was burning down. Good time.
I miss that game.
All right.
I'm excited to see where this game goes.
What the?
Okay, so back to Sora's character. So the reason I think that Merfolk worked better as well is because one of the things that you get as the Cozy Creed is one cantrip of your choice from the Bard spell list. So if you look at the Bard spell list,
Hmm.
Bard
Oh,
spells,
here we go.
filter, Bard,
I found the Eldritch Invocations.
oops, cantrip. So friends could be one. Would make sense for being a mermaid who wants to lure people to their death.
Okay.
Or you could go with my favorite, Vicious Mockery. You could just insult people so much it hurts.
That sounds more like me.
Wow.
Take it.
Either or would be all right. You could theoretically take the. Well, you can get mending from your class cantrips if you wanted. So, yeah, if you want to take Vicious Mockery, you can do that.
I like that. I will take that.
Should do what I do on my Saturday game and just rename all the spells to be themed around your character. Like rename Vicious Mockery to waterboarding. Just saying.
How are we doing leveling up? Is it milestone, XP?
I haven't
all
really
the above?
decided quite yet. I planned on just what I normally do, which is XP, or not XP, but is like milestones. Just because then we don't
There
have to
you go.
track XP, yada yada yada.
Recording. Yeah.
But you have to yell things at them while that's happening.
It's not going to be stream appropriate.
I'd
Do
be
you have one of
disappointed
those
if
little
it
bleep
was.
things like Stone does?
I still don't have my stream deck set up, but I need to. I watch a YouTuber. His name is Gray Still Plays. If anybody's watched him.
No,
Every
sounds
time- okay.
stupid.
Wow. But every time he bleeps a curse word, it's with like the oof sound effect or like yeet, and it's the best thing.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I want to make. If I was streaming and I had one of those like bleeper things, I would make the noise an actual swear word.
Of course you would.
So I bleep my swear word with a different swear word.
Great.
We're starting a GoFundMe for Homer's.
Oh boy. All right, so maybe pick out some spells you want, Sora. If you go to the spells thing on 5e and go to the filter, if you hit cantrip and then scroll down to transmutation, that will truncate the list to spells that you can pick or cantrips that you can pick from.
Ooh.
Wait, hold on.
Click on references up at the top
Okay,
and then
there
click
we
on
go.
spells.
I was like, wait, I don't see an option for spells.
Yep. References, then spells, and then on the spells page, if you click on filter, under level, you'll see cantrip. Technically, you have up to second level, so if you want to do them all at once, but figured we do one thing at a time. And then if you scroll down to the section labeled school, the very last button in that is transmutation.
Hey, Homer.
Yes.
The Eldritch Invocations, where on the character sheet do they go?
Under the feature section, I usually put them in there.
Under additional notes? Or
Yeah, so where like your
features
features and traits are. Yeah, just click add.
I think I can.
So
I think I can click and drag.
my eyes just played like a mad trick on me. So I'm seeing a message. One, I thought it said massage. Two, I thought it said 1 minute. It's just under action. And then when I saw the range, I was like, what do you mean it's 120 feet for a massage?
Yeah, that's how many feet you use to perform the massage.
Wow.
I was just like, something's not right here.
Called Ashiatu, ever heard of it?
Yeah. Deadly Stampede. Have you ever heard of it?
Okay, so how often are we actually going to be playing like near or in water? Because we got some minotaurs that obviously can't probably
water.
swim very
We have
well.
one
Yeah, they
minotaur,
can't
thank you very
water.
much.
I'm sorry.
We
One minotaur.
are, as far as I'm concerned, we're only gonna play in the center of the desert, as far away
Okay.
from water as possible. That or up in the
My character's
clouds.
gonna hate that.
Cumulonimbus. I'm talking about cirrus clouds.
No, actually, they're both now sea cow minotaurs, and they're playing in the water.
You know what? I can work with that.
Fun fact: the minotaur was introduced in the book called Waterborne Adventures.
Really?
It was.
But to answer your question, it really depends on what you guys end up doing through the course of the game. I have many places you can go to do things, so you may or may not end up. Your characters could influence the others to do things within water.
Understood.
Considering that we're dealing with planes of existence, there's a good chance that you'll end up in a plane of water or in a place affected by a plane of water.
Okay. So, and you said I could have how many of the cantrips? Just
You can get 3 from this list.
Okay.
You get the Vicious Mockery is from your race.
You mean waterboarding?
Oh.
Waterboarding, sorry, yes. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. And I
Homer,
believe
I found it. Armor of Shadows.
go on.
It's mage armor that you can cast at will without expending a spell slot or material components.
I believe you mean Armor of Shallows.
No, it says shadows. That's a D. It's on 5D.
I was theming it around
Oh.
you being water.
Oh. Allow me to be dense. Thank you.
Whoosh. Big whoosh.
Okay, so I picked out 2 that I want,
Go
but I
on.
don't know about a third. So,
Keep looking then.
but they're meh. You can't see myself using.
Which
them,
ones did you pick
so
so far?
Preston, the long one. Okay. And then
Preston's Digitation, got you.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Shape Water.
Just be a high-level water magic user, and you can just control water everywhere. You won't need it.
He's like, wait a minute.
You could take Mending. You should take Mending.
Yeah.
Take Mending.
Okay, I will take Mending.
Take it.
I'm taking Mending!
Faster.
Wow.
You should take True Strike, one of the most worthless cantrips known to man.
She can't. It's not on the list.
Haha.
She can only do transmutation magic, remember?
Correct.
My chat said, "Do not take Sora near the water. She drowns people." Like,
I'll be fine. I just need a snorkel.
I would be okay if that's how this campaign started and ended, with you luring the entire party to the ocean and drowning them.
Except you can't drown me.
And murdering JT's character.
There we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Specifically,
Well, I
gonna
mean-
get a ring of water walking so you can't bring me below the water.
They don't exist in this universe.
well, we said
I'm
the
gonna
whole
specifically
issue.
buy magical snorkels.
There's every universe though. It's gotta exist somewhere.
Well, we said the whole issue was the water is disappearing, right? Well, they gave me legs, so I have no use for the water. So
Because
might
I mean,
as
you
well just
can't drown
everybody.
somebody in a shallow pool.
Well, no, I'm saying if I drown everybody, I succeed. I win. There we go. I get to go do my own thing.
I don't think the objective is for you alone to win.
You don't know that.
You don't make the rules here.
I'm slowly losing
True.
sight of what the objective is, to be honest.
Right, same.
That I haven't even started.
Your objective is to get your farm back.
Essentially.
Are we already a group, or are we gonna be starting in like, oh, you're
great
all in a
question.
tavern, and there happens to be undescript NPCs around you. Oh, look, a colorful person. Go talk to them.
Don't call me out like that, man.
I don't know. What do you guys want? You guys want incidents, or you want me to mush you together over the course of time? Because we could do that.
Fine with either way, to be honest.
What's that?
But I'm fine with either way.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, if you guys just want to get into things, you could all have. You basically could have all have like answered some ad that says we need people to figure out what the fuck.
It's my favorite
That-
kind of ad to answer.
That works for me. That's fine. with me.
There's a post in what used to be the yawning portal. Because it's in Waterdeep and that doesn't exist anymore.
Mm.
I would say Waterdeep still exists.
It does. It's in the
fulfilled
ocean now.
name.
It's the new
Yeah.
Atlantis.
No, it just fulfilled its own name.
True.
It is truly Waterdeep.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's why I picked that city to get swallowed by the ocean. The irony.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
We only really need to start worrying when the spines of the mountain, or spires of the spine of the world.
Spine
Yeah,
of the
that's what
world.
it's called. I should know this because I'm DMing right in that area.
Becomes an actual spine.
Well, that or
As the plane of flesh binds with the mortal plane.
That's super metal.
I was gonna say we should only start worrying about water if the spine of the world is encased in water, because that's what the tallest area around here, or at least in the Sword Coast.
I mean, technically, it is encased in water.
You know
It's,
what
it's just frozen water.
yeah, you know what I mean.
All right. Are you picking first level spells now? You're not, are you? Sora.
I'm
You need to pick either first or second level spells now.
entering them into entering the cantrips in.
Into the things with the
Oh.
So I
stuff.
didn't forget.
You can just drag and drop them by typing them.
What do
if
you
they-
mean?
Okay, go to roll 20. You see the little icons on the top right hand side.
Click launch game. No.
Dicting about
Press-
yourself.
Press and hold Alt F4. Don't do that.
Classic.
Okay. You see the little eye with the circle around it in roll 20 in the top right?
Yeah.
Don't scare me by not answering. I thought you really pressed Alt F4. Click on that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see a little search bar. So you picked mending, right? Type mending into that. See how it shows up as a spell?
Yeet.
Just click on the word mending and drag it on your sheet. Not all spells can be done this way, but
You found that out the hard way.
Shape
Look, I
water
did it.
action. Congrats.
Now you need to put it on your character sheet, though.
No, she did. She clicked it from there. I'm thinking.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, yes, she did. Wait, let's rename it.
I'm trying, okay?
Band-aids.
Here, have a band-aid. Leave me the fuck alone.
All right. So you need to get um
Look, the big word.
What?
Preston's
There you go.
dissertation.
Yes.
Preston's dissertation. Preston's digestion.
Wow.
All right. So you got stats. You got that. Do you want to roll for your health, or do you want to do average health, sort of?
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
I'm scared. I'll
can-
roll for it. Fuck it.
Do it.
How do I do it?
Roll
Click on your hit
2d6.
dice.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
roll
actually, I
what?
think I set up your hit dice, so this should work. Yeah. Roll your hit
Go
die.
ahead.
Hit the button that says hit dice in the middle of your core screen. It's directly right of where it said skill. And next to that is constitution. You know your constitution. Oh, there you go.
There you go. It was so small. How was I supposed to?
Well, that's why I was giving you locations of other things.
I was like, wait, what?
So now do it one more time. So far, you're below average.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
nice.
oh no.
It really
So
be
bad.
like that sometimes.
She's gonna get a one-shot homer.
She's got 10 hit points.
This is why I have the
One.
dragon.
More
Wait,
time.
in total?
Oh wait, no. Sorry.
This is why I have the dragon and
12
the
hit
crab.
points.
Hey, that's half of mine.
But to be fair, she also has another character who also has hit points.
Should only hope that it's more than mine.
She's just split her
I
hit
hope it's
points
more
up
than
of-
12.
Is
Uh,
that it? You're done? Oh yeah, because you only need 2.
yeah, we're only level 3.
Big oof.
Ugh.
Whew. Did anybody else roll their hit die?
Nope.
I
Don't
did
do
a
it, it's a trap.
while ago.
What about you, Drew? Are you gonna roll some hit die?
How do? Where
Do it.
is?
Yeah, that's the question. I know nothing.
All right. On the core tab of your character sheet, on the left-hand side, you see strength, dexterity, and then constitution.
Yeah.
Then immediately to the right of that, you see the word skill.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep going right until you see hit die.
Oh.
Got it.
Click that.
Yeah, that's
Holy
pretty good.
Buddy.
shit. That was
Fuck.
almost max. Wow.
It's okay. At least you didn't roll a 3 and a 2.
You gotta do one more.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh,
Wow.
same.
Fuck.
This is why I never do. I never roll because statistically you can never roll higher than average. Like
Terrible.
So you have 18 total because your first level you get max hit points. Thankfully.
Man.
I don't want to be the highest health person in the party again.
Well,
This
so far
sucks.
JT as a warlock might have the most.
Hit
What
points?
are you at?
That's
My
cool. That makes
God.
perfect sense.
Oh, hit
You need to
points?
roll
I-
one more.
Hit points?
Do one more.
I have 30 hit points.
How you didn't roll your other number? How do you?
Oh, me? Oh, what's on my sheet already? I didn't know what we were doing.
Because I probably just put average in there.
Oh,
Good lord.
Fuck you, JT.
go fuck yourself.
Jesus. Well, he only rolled.
So he has 33. He actually has more than
Hey, he's matching me in health.
Nice.
your
You should never-
warlock tank.
Oh Jesus! You should never roll your hit dice if your modifier is bigger than a d6 because the chances of you getting above, because they don't even do it at average. They do it one number higher than average. So
Yeah.
Well, thanks
It's
for the
half
heads
your
up
hit
on that.
die.
I mean,
If you want to go with average, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, but that's only if you want an average
Give it to me.
character.
So average for you would
Look,
be.
dude, I'm a B+ kind of guy.
that's fair.
I'm a C student. Please give me.
C's get degrees, man.
So 7, 14 plus 11. So your total would be 25.
You have a +4 to your Constitution as a warlock.
Yes.
Mhm.
Lit.
God.
To be fair, he has a 4 in his charisma score as well.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just cool.
And strength, which is his throwaway stat, is the lowest at 12.
Hey, same here, bud.
And everything else 14.
Yeah, you rolled really well.
He did.
I
You
I'm
said it should be-
outrageously weak, especially for a monster hunter.
You're
Somehow
Maybe you're
alive.
just agile.
you're the second cousin of the what family was it from Castlevania?
Trevor
Belmont.
Belmont.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
what
the
are
second half related cousin of the mother
You're
removed.
on the second side. Yeah.
you're of the
removed.
you're of the Lamonts.
Just fuck off, fucking.
So we have a warlock with 33 health and a rogue with 33 health.
I
Just
really
had a-
don't get.
That is so
This
weird.
is going great.
I really don't. I really hope we don't get another Lalo in Stone. I don't think I could handle that
Oh Jesus!
from a mental level. I might have to resign.
Whew. Another Lalo would be very interesting.
Homer, for your class, you said I should just be looking at the. Or I'm sorry, for the Spiritus, right? For my spells.
Spiritus, you can pull those for spells as well. So of the 4
Right.
spells you can also pick from those 4 spells as some of the spells you.
Okay.
And you can also look at when you look at spells of first or second level, you can also look at anything that is a transmutation,
Okay.
which is a very big list.
I was gonna say cure wounds sounds like something I'm probably gonna need if nobody else is.
I recommend cure wounds,
Okay,
especially if you're going to heal people.
I approve.
Are you going a dedicated healing class?
I don't really know because I mean,
That's fair.
She's going down the healer subclass. Let's put
Okay.
it that way.
because we don't have anybody else that can heal unless
I mean-
somebody else is literally bringing a box of band-aids. I mean,
I've played in games where we didn't have a healer, and we only, lost like 30 characters.
yeah.
Look,
So
okay, I heal by killing the enemy faster than it kills us.
I think we literally played all of Tomb of Annihilation until we got to the, actual tomb without a healer.
I
But we
still don't
went through,
recall
like,
getting any
60
heals.
characters.
okay, well, even if I go with like a healer subclass, I cannot talk tonight for the life of me. Jesus Christ.
Become
Pretty
Arcelo
much.
Green.
What?
Become Arcelo Green. You're our sealer.
God.
Oh, he can't help you now.
So long as I have, I think, like one or
Only
two
Cthulhu.
healing abilities, I think we'll be fine. Hopefully. So
Is your healing ability like you give us a nice seaweed mask and a hot towel?
it could be,
Get a glass of cucumber water.
and then I can drown your ass.
That would be a real twist. Like you're like, oh hey, come relax by the beach for a nice relaxing day, and you just control water over us and dump us into the ocean.
I think you mean greater waterboarding.
Improved waterboarding.
How do you improve on perfection?
Hmm.
I mean, what?
I did take that ability,
What
just
is
so
it?
you know. Shape water.
Hmm.
So
I have that too.
You guys could double waterboard.
Wait, what race is your character? Are you also a merfolk?
I'm Ganassi water
Ew.
or
Fuck's a Ganassi?
Genasi. I'm not sure if it's a hard G or not.
I feel like Jake did that once.
Yeah, the one that, fought a chicken raptor and died.
No, that wasn't that one.
Yeah, that was the one.
I-
She jumped, it was a fire gymnast.
Oh, that's
One
right.
of his parents banged a genie, Drew. That's what happened.
Got it. Thanks.
Wow. Yeah, that's
They're
basically what it
they're
means.
like the rich celebrity kids, the ones that are named after weird things, like Roosevelt.
You're like one of the Smith kids.
Uh,
So you're just like a watery person.
He just goes, "Yo, that's wet."
You have to say that.
That has to be your first words of the campaign.
uh,
Oh boy.
This is
Nice.
gonna be something, all right.
yeah.
So, Sora,
Oh,
Yes.
shit, I just did
I'm
that.
scared.
what is your background? Are you a fisher?
Wow.
Is that like the fish version of a Witcher?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that's where my mind went to. So I was like, wait a minute.
My ideas.
Toss a breadcrumb to your fisher.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I think you should take the rival intern background, so you can rival JT's water character.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'm better water.
My water.
Water's my thing. You should know this.
I thought he was playing one of those freaking crow people. So I was
no.
like,
New
you were
official
talking
class
about it,
name?
so I was like,
One of those
Freaking crow people.
I forgot what they were called. Don't make fun
Dude,
of me.
that shit's dope.
Yo, that's
Like 'em.
water.
That's wet.
That's wet, yeah.
Like, it's fine, we can easily do this. Somebody can be salt water, somebody can be fresh water.
Oh, you know what you could be? One of you could be a marine.
Oh my god.
Kenku are the bird people, right?
Yeah.
You have tool proficiencies with vehicles, water, land.
You made me completely forget what I was gonna say.
You're welcome.
It's gone. My chat is suggesting I go around to all of you guys and spray you with water bottles.
We're not
So-
cats. No tabaxis here.
Minotaur, close enough.
Do you want to be a
You
sailor?
smell like wet cow.
Purple.
Homer,
What?
you check your DMs.
There's no discernible effect. Oh no, what are you gonna do with this?
Gimme.
No momento.
You guys pissed off my water dragon.
Chocobo.
It's a water dragon, you fucker.
Chokeabout.
1-800 choke that bow.
Chocobo.
Oh, wait a minute. I think that's something different.
I remember when I played the Final Fantasy MMO, I wanted to name my Chocobo Chocoho. Remember that? I think you were there when I was trying to do it.
Yeah. Do you remember that Minecraft mod that we had with the chocobo breeding?
No,
No? Oh,
but I don't remember a lot of things, you know.
I'm noticing.
Wait, why don't they have a Texas Ranger subclass?
Why
God.
don't you make one?
Yeah.
I would love to.
Why?
It would be beautiful.
I'm sorry. Do you also live here?
I
Have you
should.
Get
seen them?
proficiency in roundhouse kicking.
Just being bastards. Just officially a bastard for a living. But you do get a cowboy hat.
Wait a minute, who the fuck?
That's funny.
Wait a minute. Can we talk about that?
Do you have access to something you're not supposed to?
Nope.
Are you
I've
lying?
just been dealt all the tools I've needed.
Wow.
Is that like his catchphrase? He's gonna say that every time before he casts a spell.
That's your vocal component.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I have tears coming down my face.
Did you just put that on your own character sheet and
No.
rename it? I thought you had actual access to it for a minute there.
Nah.
Make me think things are broken.
Everything is broken. Everything is broken when you play D&D.
All right, what are you doing over there, Sora? Does anybody else need
I
help?
forgot. They made me forget.
Yeah, I'm kind of
I think
kind
I'm
of not
good.
sure where I go from here.
You said I just get like two regular spells, right? That's what it was, or was it just one?
I said nothing of the sort.
Oh, you didn't say anything? I thought you said. I don't know what I'm thinking of now. I remember you said I had 2 of something, and I was like, I don't know. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
You can get up to second level spells. I said
Maybe-
that.
Maybe that's what it was.
You can have 2 formulas. You have 1 spell slot.
I guess that's what I was thinking of. Okay. So I'll just.
You thought 1 spell slot was 2?
Yes, apparently.
All right, carry on.
Don't bully me. I'm still learning.
I think if the Eldritch invocations was all I was missing, I think I'm good.
Are you though?
Probably not.
According to your sheet, you're neutral.
Oh yeah, that's wrong.
Did you need something, Drew?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like not sure if I got my background right as far as mercenary veteran and subclasses elsewhere. I guess I don't understand subclass in general based on like,
So on your sheet, there's a little cog next to where mercenary veteran is. Click on that. You can type in your subclass, and then once you type that in, you click the little checkbox in that top left corner. There you go. You're a monster hunter fighter.
Right.
So you fight monster hunters.
Apparently, I have Great Old One as my
Yeah, I put that in there.
Oh, you did. Okay.
But are you taking the other one that we talked about?
Me?
Yeah.
I was gonna go look for it, and so I can get the actual name and actually read about it because I haven't even looked at it yet.
How should I modify my character sheet based on my subclass?
So when you look at fighter, shit, I can't see it. So when you click on it and you're looking at the thing, you see the items in blue in 5e. So you
on,
add,
just like on the basic fighter thing.
yeah. So when you're on the fighter class and then you highlight your subclass, and then
damn.
when you scroll down, you see where it says like fighting style, archery, defense, all in yellow. Like at the very top, if you scroll all the way up while on fighter,
Yes.
and then you look in the yellow area, it says fighting style, archery. If you keep scrolling, you see defense, dueling, right?
Yeah.
So if you
Wait.
keep scrolling, eventually you'll see stuff in blue that should be the monster hunter abilities. And you should read some that say like when you choose this archetype at 3rd level or something like that, you add that stuff to your sheet.
Okay. I think. Okay, I'll read over this because there's a bit of.
And then
Okay.
everything you see that's in orange that you like at your
have anything
level
orange here.
or yellow or whatever it's called. As a fighter, you should pick one of the fighting styles. You should have second wind. You should have action surge. And then as 3rd level, you get an archetype, which is your monster hunter. So you should have, I think, 2 abilities for monster hunter. I have to filter my thing because it doesn't show me everything like a stupid dummy head.
I found it. It's Lurker in the Deep.
Yes, that's the one I was saying you should do.
Now, where do I find that to read on it?
5e, same place I was just describing to Drew.
I was not paying attention.
That's fine.
So,
I'm not surprised.
okay, good. I don't want to let you down. Play. So I'm assuming I go to classes and I see something here as a subclass comparison, but I'm gonna guess that's not it.
Sorry, it might be in green, Drew. The stuff that you get for Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Did you click on the Monster Hunter UA button?
Yeah.
So that's green right now.
Right. Yeah, I'm on the. Actually, I'm right where the URL I posted in Discord a moment ago was.
Oh, I saw you post that, but
I did that for myself,
oh,
but also for in case anyone needed to help me. So it was a
What did I just do?
bit of both. Yeah, I
yes.
feel like I should read all.
Oh, so unclick the Battle Master that's in blue. You don't need that in there.
Wait, where do I? What?
That's just gonna confuse you, but
Already
um,
confused.
Here it is.
So the abilities that you should see that you will get is there's a section labeled bonus proficiencies in green. Another item called combat superiority. You want to
Yeah.
copy that to your sheet, and then hunter's mysticism.
So proficiencies, combat superiority thing beneath that, and what?
Hunter's mysticism. You'll
Got
want to have. You want to do what's listed in there. Okay.
And just I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this.
Oh, that's good.
Where are my character?
That's why we're
sheet
all
will I-
here.
Yeah. So proficiencies is that I'm assuming that's a field on my character sheet that I can find.
Well, it depends if it's a proficiency in skills. That here I'll navigate. So, if let me go back to your sheet. So it's asking you to pick a skill proficiency. 2 from Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, Nature, or Perception. So, you pick one of those, but it also says you can optionally, instead of picking one of those, you can pick, or 2 of those, you can pick one of those and Thieves' Tools if you wanted to do that too.
Got it.
So if you want to do Thieves' Tools, that's a little different, but the skills, you just check the box in the list of skills that we were looking at earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you just, whenever you're proficient in a skill, you check the little box or the little circle that's next to it.
And what would I do if I did want thieves' tools? Custom is that tools and custom skills? Then
If you wanted to do that, yeah, cool tools and custom skills, you can click the add button, type in for the name Thieves' Tools, select proficiency. I believe the attribute you can use is dexterity. There you go. Perfect. So now if you
Cool.
just click on that, it'll put it into chat for you. So like if you try to like
that.
pick something, yep, I would ask you to click that. You'll roll it like that, and you got a 6, so you didn't do too great. Unless the DC
Seems to
was
be
5.
a theme here.
Well, you rolled a 2
Wow.
out of 20, so it happened. All right, and then on features page, which I think you should see now. I clicked over
Yeah.
to it. In that features and traits section on the far right hand side is where you put the features stuff from your class. So down at the bottom, you click add, it'll open a little box. You can also put stuff from your racial bonuses in there too,
Okay.
so that you don't forget. Yep, name that one 3333. Good job.
That's my push to talk button. So
I just saw 4 3s appear. I'm
doing
like,
that a lot.
all right.
It's
So
another
I'll let you mess with that. We'll go back
Yeah.
to Miss Sonaris here.
Oh god.
We've got your. So I put in some of your skills, but you need to pick some more. Let's see. Skills. So your skill choices are. Let's go back up.
Oh my
Skill
god.
choices are. Hang on. Perception, Arcana, Nature, Performance, Survival, and Medicine. You get to pick 2 of those. Right? Yeah, 2.
What
If you want my suggestions, I would pick Performance, so you can lure them men's,
Fuck yeah. All them men's.
and maybe Perception.
I'll take it.
That'll let you see them men's.
See the men's. Get the men's.
See the men's, lure the men.
10 out of 10.
Do you know simple weapons? You know light armor. We'll add that in for you. Simple weapons. Wait, no, I don't want that here. Dump. Go away.
One of my subclass features makes me Aquaman.
Congrats.
You can telepathically communicate with any aberration, beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has an innate swimming speed.
So it turns you into the dumbest superhero.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
So wait. So does that mean that I can telepathically talk to Sora's character? I mean,
Is she a beast? It said beast, right?
Yes.
I mean,
It's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't let you telepathically talk to horse, so no.
Oh. Oh my. You could probably
Hey.
talk to the dragon.
Probably, actually.
Wait,
No.
Can the dragon talk?
No, but it's considered an awakened construct, so it is not a beast. But yes, it can talk. It knows all of the languages you.
I can't talk to the crab either, huh?
Talk
The
to the
crab cannot. The crab actually telepathically talks to Sonaris. Common, merfolk. What other language do you want to speak?
Do I get to pick? I know they're usually
Yes.
like, okay.
You know, I'm
All
asking
of
you because I
them.
know you don't know what they are.
Yeah, all of them.
So if you
yeah.
go to, it's in here somewhere. If I can remember where. Is there not a section for languages in 5e tools?
There should be.
Thought there was, but I don't see it.
I saw vehicles, and I just imagined my dragon with wheels for legs.
Haha! I found it.
Oh god.
Okay.
If you click this link, it'll show you all the languages you can.
Where's the link? Okay.
In those discords.
Links are spoopy. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Apparently I already took create or destroy water. Okay, not gonna mess with that.
Look at you.
How many
moving up and on.
additional do I get? Just like one?
Juan.
One? Okay.
Juan.
Oh.
Nice click. Perfect click. 10 out of 10.
Go with like primordial. I don't know why I like that, but elementals.
It's the song of the elementals.
Yes.
The
You could
song of the
alternative-
Ninja Turtles. And the
You could
primordial ooze.
alternatively, you could just alternatively learn each of the individual elemental languages.
Hmm.
They're not written on
Well,
the
you can't because you can
generic
only
list.
learn one.
Over time, you can.
Not in this world. You're too busy dealing with the shit I throw at you.
Are you okay there? You dying?
Ooh. Throat went super dry.
It's all in saltine.
All right. I'll give you guys a topic. Your characters. Go. I have to pee.
Hi, my name is Arlo. I've been an addict for 3 years.
Oh, I thought you were singing it for a second. Can you sing your character intro, please? Hi, my name is Arlo.
Is this
Home
a
on the
musical
Ranch
now?
theme song.
I was born on the ranch.
That's all we're doing today, Chris. We're just going over character creation.
You're
and
the
stuff
one who
like
sings
that.
to people. I like how your I like how your roll 20 name is Droopy.
That's my alias.
Oh, the construct is talking again.
Does Sonaris wear people clothes?
Oops.
I didn't get that far.
She's
when I
not
was
in
re-
the image.
No. When
Poorly
I was
modified
reading
human.
up on them, they pretty much, when they're on land, they wear like netting and shit. But I think that'd be a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
mean, I guess netting is fine.
Do you just have like those anime clouds everywhere?
Yes.
There you go. Oh.
Conveniently placed anime.
Like there's always like a chair or something right in the way. Like her hair is just long enough, obviously, to cover the front.
Hmm. The camera just always pans in the correct way.
Yep.
Those damn sunbeams coming from the heavens.
I will. I'll figure something out though. They said it was mainly just like torn clothes, netting, stuff like that. Nothing.
I mean,
you know,
you don't
fancy.
always have to follow guidelines.
Yeah, I like to get ideas though.
Fair
For
enough.
sure.
Why is North Star Hero being racial?
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, sorry.
But speaking of anime clouds, I got my hentai belt today. It is so long. I think it's
Is
like
it just
70.
a tentacle that you wrap around your waist?
I wish that would be super cool. No, it's a utility belt that says hentai a bunch on.
Oh, great.
Like it's taller than I am, and I'm 6'1".
That response. Oh, great. Yes, there is. My world, there's hentai.
Oh, good. I was gonna be
Cthulhu.
out if there wasn't.
That's what,
Oh, great.
That's what Cthulhu here. You know, that's why he's here.
Yeah.
His only purpose in this world.
I
Yeah,
saw the
what-
purpose.
One of the party members follows hentai as a god.
That's definitely my character's fucking religion.
Oh, so you got two worshippers of Cthulhu now?
Oh, Jesus.
Great.
All right. blood's rushing to my head from all the laughing. Okay, Jerpy.
Yeah. I'm diligently
how you
trying to
doing?
fill this fucking character sheet in as
Okay.
best I can.
Just checking if you need help. That's all.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I think
Okay.
I've found at least a few things I'm comfortable filling in.
You don't really need to do it.
That's what she
fast.
said.
We're not really gonna be playing today, unless Homer has a.
Yeah, I hadn't really planned on it.
I mean, I hadn't planned on burning a circus down with Stone's character, but that's how our session 0 went. So I don't know what's gonna happen, if anything.
Good times.
Yeah, we literally were around this time, and you guys were like, "Let's do battle. Let's have a battle map. Why don't we have a battle map?" So I drew a bunch of circles, and Stone burned a circus down, and that was.
Like I was
Best
only there
zero-
to hire some people. All right.
I tried to argue for his character to get experience for all the kills.
Not giving you experience for that.
It wasn't me, it's him.
I am not handing my players experience for mass genocide because the whole world would just become desolate.
Okay, Sora.
Yeah.
Your character is a crafter.
Oh.
I'm
I'm
telling you.
gonna say your character is a crackhead.
No, her character's a whore. We've already said that.
You can be
Aaron.
both.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sure,
say
that's
Aaron
true.
was both.
This is true.
Not mutually
There, I
exclusive.
changed my background
In
at the
fact.
top. Do you like it? Simply just says whore.
Wait, so hold on. I have a question. Because you said your race was a merfolk, and we did talk about this before, right?
Oh my god.
Merfolks don't actually have breasts. So what do you have there? The last
She has
person I
breasts.
talked
She just doesn't
Implants.
have nipples.
Yeah, the last person I talked to about this, instead of breasts, they just had, like the sacks they use to weigh down stuff. They just had 2 of those, but they were like 30-pound sacks around their neck.
That's what you meant by fake boobs.
Yes.
Got it.
Good lord.
He's basically Blinken from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Wow.
Just 2 sandbags draped around the back of his neck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sir Robin, you're back from the war. You grew a new set of boobs. It's one of my favorite movies. All right, so your background is whore. Got you.
Wow.
What would a background whore give? Let me check.
Syphilis.
Fuck it, at this rate I'm just gonna be a
homebrew-
stripper. Like, I just...
Uh,
Wait, if you're already naked under the ocean, how are you a stripper?
very carefully.
She just wraps seaweed around her and takes it.
Yes. Yep, there we go. That works.
hey, where do you want me to put the information for the
City worker. That sounds kind of like.
Are you a stripper for the government?
Courtesan. There's an actual background. What would you get? Disguise kit, another language, fine set of clothes, a gilded mirror, money. That's kind of like. Maybe there's a better one. Lover. Literally just says lover. In case you're wondering, I'm looking at homebrew backgrounds on the internet.
So, I'm not seeing anywhere for skills. Am I just... Wait, okay. I got it, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's cool. We've already been over this.
Yeah, I'm glad we covered it again, though.
Oh, what happened is that I was looking at my Monster Hunter class. I didn't add any of my skills for just my fighter class. So.
What had happened was
Also, never mind. No, we're good.
you should take the Monster Hunter background too. Just
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
double down on Monster Hunter.
You should
I'm
put the
doing it.
entire coding for Monster Hunter World in your background.
You know, I think that was the second class that I played as was Monster Hunter.
I'm ashamed at how long it took for that joke to sink in. I was like, what?
How many? I'm gonna. I don't want to assume. How many of you guys played D&D before, or how long have you played here?
I've played 3 or 4 homebrews, and they were sorry, one-offs. So like, never a long session. Always a homebrew, but yeah,
Okay,
3 or 4.
I need Sora to check her DMs.
Scared now.
No discernible effects.
Oh my god.
I found a homebrew background literally
No,
titled.
I can't do that because they'll be
Sex
throwing
worker.
copper pieces at me. I'll die.
What
Oh
is,
boy,
be
I'm so
high-
glad I pulled this up on stream. This is great.
what is
This
the,
is great.
What is the background called?
Sex worker.
Wow, it's a little on the nose.
Oh. Oh, too much.
Too
I
much.
feel like I'm getting bullied.
You're the one who said your character was a whore, not me.
Actually, I don't think I ever used the word whore.
No, you
guys
did.
just
In fact, did.
JT, you're supposed to be on my side. You're my friend.
A nighttime associate. A dusk walker.
Listen, until you provide me with another background.
Yo,
Don't like
am I
what I
just like blind, or is there a Monster Hunter background of 5e tools? I'm not.
No, this is a homebrew. I'll send you the link if you really want.
Hey Homer, the
Actually, I'm just gonna copy the Witcher plot. Just kidding.
Hey, you say
Geralt
that.
of Gerald of
Jerry the
Gerald.
Gary the Witch Hunter.
Oh man. Hey,
Gary from The Office. He uses pencils
Yeah.
as his stakes.
I have another game that Toasty and Stone are in, and I asked them to write backstories, and Stone wrote a backstory and sent it to me. And I went to go look up a word from it, and it pulled up the entire backstory that he copied from a book.
You know what's funny, Homer? That character that I copied that for was from
Yeah.
a completely different book.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I
Even
used
better.
the backstory from a book that's not even about that character.
I was
Wow.
I literally sent him a message. I was like, "Did you copy this from a book?"
Because it's such a good backstory, but the
It
main
was.
character in that book, his name is Rook. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. I'm not using that.
Oh god.
I got DM'd.
Yeah, I'm editing this Monster Hunter background a little bit, but I think I'm going with it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to copy it word for word. It's just an
Yeah.
idea.
No, this is good. This helps. I'm not a
You could
creator.
always do what I do, which is get sent class recommendations from Stone, and then we spend a week working over the entire class for his new character that's coming up. And then your DM introduces the character and then just kills it off immediately with nobody knowing.
Wow, that's not coming from a place of bitterness at all.
No, not at all.
I just scoured the dark parts of my soul for this.
I gotta go AFK again. I'll be right back. Just a second.
Yeah, same. I gotta
God,
smoke more weed.
fucking damn it, JT. Do you want me to turn that into a token for you, Sora?
Please. Since the
keep
topic
hearing
of what I
Sora.
wear comes up, I had to find clothing.
I mean, the only reason I asked, right? Hear me out. Is
No.
if we walk into a town. No.
Careful, Nicolas Cage. What?
Stutzy recommended I put that.
Oh god.
The only reason I ask is because if we walk into a town and a bunch of guards are like, "Why is she not wearing any clothes?" I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that.
The one
I'm supposed to
female
just
in
say,
a
"Mind
group
your
of
business."
Yeah, I was about to say, mind your
3 men
business.
in a minotaur. Oh my god. I can't deal with this. Oh, I like how as a background I could be adopted. That's great.
At a young age, your parents had to talk with you. You could have the background of alchemic construct. So you're a construct that made other constructs.
I was actually looking at the lever one because it seems like it would fit best.
Yeah, actually, I looked at it earlier, but then
What?
I clicked on this, but as I clicked on it, I saw sex workers, so I backtracked and went to
okay.
sex worker. I mean, this is a pretty good one.
All right, I think I've got my background figured out.
Are you gonna be a sex worker? We need a sex worker.
No, yeah, Zeus is a legendary monster hunter of the school of the hyena, activated through the 13th century. He loved his sorceress Jennifer and became
Go on.
Bleary's adoptive father. During the trial of the grasses, Zeus. That's all I've got. I'm sorry.
No, please keep going. Great. Tell me about your trial of the weed.
Yeah, trial of the weed. Zeus exhibited unusual tolerance for the mutagens that grant monster hunters their abilities.
Just imagine you like a donor.
Just really took to the mutagens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could your background be like you're just hanging with your stoner buddies and you just had the wrong strain one day and boom, instant power. What is happening?
I appreciate that this entire time, Sebastian's been the main focus.
Oh, I put him right in the forefront.
I just have Under the Sea going on replay in my head whenever I look at him.
Okay, so if you take that background, Sora.
Him, what?
If you take that background,
Mhm.
you get persuasion and performance. So
Okay.
you already had persuasion or performance from
I had both of them.
from another source. So you might want to pick a new one from survival, medicine, nature, or arcana. Arcana is basically your knowledge of magic.
That would make sense, though, right? That and medicine would probably be. Wait, do I get?
You can only
two
pick one of
some-
them. Yeah.
Just one. What do you think would be better, medicine or arcana?
I mean, if you really want to play the doctor role, you can go medicine.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Apparently it's
Apologies.
really hard to click on the dot for me.
No, we both clicked it, so one of us unclicked it. We just did it at the same time and so fast.
Hey Homer, on the Lurker in the Deep subclass, it's got features. Like I said earlier, one of them makes me Aquaman. These are just lurkers that you get oh my god, these are just features that you get at level 1. Where do you want me to? Should I put these somewhere on my character sheet? Where would you like me to
Yes.
put them? Like,
Go to your character sheet, go to the features tab,
oh yes,
and then on the right hand side,
the features
features
and
and
traits. Okay, because they're really wordy. Like they're
yeah, I don't care. Copy and paste them.
okay. I will do this.
So brusque about it. Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, it's not hurting nobody.
I do wish that you
I'm
could
gonna-
minimize the features and traits. That's the only thing I don't care about.
Because if you have to reference the skill, JT, I need to see
I
to
got
know.
you.
And if you don't copy it and paste it, you could misinterpret something, write it wrong, whatever.
I should just call this one Aquaman.
Uh,
Alright, it's in.
Similar yet legally distinct aqua person.
Fishman.
Okay. So,
What the fuck?
Nondescript scale person.
Water Dude. Okay,
In the next
so
thrilling drama, Water Dude and Squirt Boy? I don't know, that's weird.
Oh,
and
God.
Little Squirt, his sidekick. All right. So what? How do you craft your mermaidy companions?
Mermaider?
Do you like
You go to eMermaid and find a new companion.
do you like sew them together with seaweed thread?
Trisha?
Are you still here?
Oh, I said I stepped away for a second, but I just came back.
Oh. I said, how do you like craft your aquatic companions?
Sea trash.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna go the sea trash route. But how do you like combine you like nail it together with like a hammer and nails
Magic.
with magic?
Magic.
That's
No,
not that's not an option. I'm asking because I need to give you a proficiency, and I'm trying to figure out what you want to do.
You need to give me a what proficiency?
Tool.
Tool proficiency.
Do
What are my
tinkers.
options?
If it's kind of magic tinkers, because it's always wondrous items.
Sure. You're a tinkerer.
Okay.
Picking it for you.
So what, these things are made out of discarded plastic?
I assume she's going with what I said, which was basically it's made out of like jetsam, which is material thrown overboard by sailors. So she takes their junk and then attacks them with it.
I mean,
We
it
Wow.
would be pretty scary if you slap someone with their own ball sack.
That's very...
We discussed my water dragon being made out of trash.
Trash dragon, that's its name now. It's kind of like a trash panda.
Wow.
But not at all, actually.
It's like this one thing, but in fact, hear me out, it's nothing like it at all.
How's spell picking going over there? I know it's not. That's why I asked. Do you need help with spells, Sora?
I'm being bullied. Didn't we say I was picking the cure wounds?
Well, you got to pick 4 spells. So if you want cure wounds, we can do that. Right down there. Cure wounds, not sire wounds. Okay, so that's on your sheet, but you still need 3 more.
Okay, and you said the other ones I can pick from that list, right?
Correct. There anything that is transmutation school. Create destroy water is an option. It's like a higher level version of shape water. What else is kinda you could take dragon's breath and squirt water on.
That's great.
Although
I actually
technically
like
it would be
that.
acid. Technically it's acid, but poison. You could do poison too. You already know.
I see that, you fuckers.
What is happening?
I got a great idea.
What?
So see, every time you said that, I had to kill somebody in the game.
Don't worry about it.
Also said that, I'm sure.
Yeah. All of it.
Get this the fuck out of here. Get this out of here. Get it out!
All right, you definitely want the dragon's breath one.
Yes.
My
Sorry,
body's
I'm.
definitely done.
Do you
It's
see
okay.
what they're doing?
No.
I'm seeing nothing.
You should probably look.
Where?
You need to control the group.
Control them where?
two eyebrows and a mustache on my crab.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Dude, that's
Nothing
exactly
wrong.
what I was gonna write in there.
What do you mean? You guys can't see it?
No, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Baguette.
Baguette. I think you're going crazy.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm filling out your character sheet for you.
No. My croissant.
I have too much power. That looks like a worm.
Look, man, don't worry about my wormy croissant, all right?
The material component of the spell is a hot pepper.
I can't tell if this is a cigar, cocoon, or baguette, but hey, we're working with it.
All of the above.
Intelligence.
I want to make him angry. He needs to be angrier. I wish his eyes weren't so derpy.
You just gotta tilt the eyebrows down more.
I know, I'm working on it. Can I tilt these? Oh my god, I... Yes!
Oh, wait.
No, who killed him? Go back!
It was me. He's dead now.
No, not Le Sebastian. He was a good crab. You guys remember the... Some of you might remember this, but the snail guy from Rugrats when they went to France?
Yeah,
Mm.
I missed that guy.
Why is
How'd
this
you
on
make
my
turn
screen?
order here? Sora rolled an initiative and like immediately pulled up turn order.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Because I'm gonna fight whoever's drawing on my crap.
Mine crab.
You know, still wish I could see my initiative. I guess I'm just gonna have to guess on.
What do you mean you wish you could see your initiative?
Like, I can't actually see
Boom.
my initiative in the box.
Pow.
I can roll for it, but I just can't see my actual number.
It's whatever your dex mod is.
Well, yeah,
Right?
I know that.
Don't you get? Doesn't that change later on though?
If there's certain things you can get that can.
No, I mean for his subclass or for his class.
Oh, I
I
don't know.
remember Kelsey having like a 15 in initiative or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot what I did to get that, to be honest.
No, my beautiful artwork.
Have you looked through the spells? Is there anything else you like in there? Do you need me to remind you what you're looking for?
Yeah, kind of.
First or second level spells of the Transmutation School.
Okay.
So if you go to References, then Spells, click on Filter, Transmutation under School, and then first or second level buttons under the level section.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So you need just 2 more spells. 2 more spells, and then I think your character might be done. We just need to throw your features and traits in there.
I kind of worked on that a little bit. I was playing around with it, like some stuff. We said somebody already has like dark vision, right?
I do.
So do I.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna want it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love the way you look.
Okay. Well,
Are you just watching me write stuff on your sheets?
Yeah, I was. I turned and was looking at it, and I was like,
I'm just taking the stuff from your background and putting it in there.
Okay.
Oh, there's an alternate thing. The Curse of Attraction.
Oh.
I don't mean to sidetrack everyone, but North Star, you kind of look like Jeff Kaplan.
Who? I'm not familiar with who that is. Thank you?
The guy who invented Overwatch.
Oh.
A little bit, I guess.
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah.
So
Okay.
you said I
His
could
name
pick two
right,
more,
Jeff?
right?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that?
No, you're 100% right. Yeah.
That's the guy.
Well, a little bit.
Nice. It's one hell of an attack.
Okay, you said I could.
What the hell did you do?
What are all these symbols? How did you get your damage in your attack?
I'm looking at it right now to see what happened. Oh, it's
You said
because
I
you
could-
don't have a. Okay, so you have a longsword. You can drag a longsword from the compendium, Drew.
Neat.
So on the left hand side, the icons at the very, or sorry, the right hand side. The middle one that has like a little in a circle.
What?
You click on that. And then in the little search box you can type in the word longsword. And then it'll come up in a section under items. You can click on the word longsword, drag it right to your character sheet. And it'll give you a longsword and put the attack in your like list of attacks.
Okay, so I should probably remove these other ones.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so you said I could have two more spells. That's what that was.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Dark Vision since they recommended I should probably take that. And then I'm gonna take Purify Food and Drink because I don't trust anybody. Not to poison my fucking food.
Fair
I
enough.
won't poison you, but I will shoot you.
All right, there's your dark vision. Sorry, what was the other one?
I forgot your
Purify
character
food.
has a gunstone.
Yeah.
Purify food and drink. All right, there you go. So you
you're
should
gonna
have
hate me,
spells.
but do your thing, sir.
What's up?
So
Wait,
about,
guys?
about dragging that longsword again.
I'm gonna drag my longsword across your face right now.
Fair. I
I completely understand.
I just want my character to reach a point that he is able to use more weapons than shield dwarves.
There you go. So if you go to your core page, yes, so a longsword's what's called versatile. You can wield it two-handed or one-handed, so you have an attack for either one there.
okay, yeah. So two hands longsword.
Yep. So you see how I rolled them both in the chat?
Now.
I clicked your sheet to do that.
Got it.
What did you click on? Stop breaking stuff.
Longsword.
Sirs. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I might do Sora's Awakened character off stream. Because it's probably gonna take me like an hour to make.
Oh.
Judging by the amount of time it took.
Do what I did with Logan and just completely build it.
And what?
When Logan first built his first character, he didn't write anything in it. Just gave me access to his character sheet and I filled it out.
Yeah, I have the character sheet. I just have to actually physically like do the work of I have to do some stat stuff and yada yada yada. Put
Are we
points
gonna have
and
another
stuff.
Hecate on our hand?
Oh wait, no, I'm a dum dum. I already made it. Look at me. I'm even better than I
What?
thought. I already named him Jetsam and everything. Except that's showing up as me.
Isn't Flotsam a thing? Isn't that like a
Yes.
Pokemon or something?
Flotsam and Jetsam are both
The
sea.
dad rock band, right? I think that is though.
Wow.
It's a survival game. It's on Steam.
They're calling it a thrash metal band, but
Yeah, I think
It's
I know what you're talking
basically
about,
dad
actually.
rock.
All right,
dab
so
thrash.
if you look at the Awakened construct sheet, Sora,
Mhm.
you pull up that character sheet. I already built them for you. I forgot I did it.
Oh, okay. Well, nice.
Based on our previous conversation, I just built them in a way that made sense to what you were trying.
Oh my god, they
Okay.
were a hairband.
So you
Well,
can
at least
click
he's
on
got
all
more
his
hit
stuff.
points than I do.
He has more hit points than your fighter does,
Good
but
God.
only by 2.
Every point counts.
Big oof.
Also her construct has 19 armor, which I think
Oh,
is more than any of
Jesus.
you.
Holy crap.
So Sora's
Yeah.
your tank and your healer.
That works.
Yeah, I think at the moment I only have a 16. So
The
You're
only
good.
thing
16.
The only thing on his sheet I have to fix is his attack because I needed stats from your character, which you hadn't finished yet.
Right.
But now that is finished, I can just finish that attack. Also, since your construct has arms and is sentient, it can use weapons. So if you give it a weapon, it can use a weapon too.
It's gonna get a harpoon.
But it can't wear armor.
It's
Homer.
fine. It needs a harpoon.
Sure.
That's all I want.
Yes.
I don't think it needs armor. Just for the record.
Well, it's naturally armored.
Yeah.
There's another way to build these things where they can actually wear armor, and then you just put normal armor on them.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Can you imagine it just like wearing a breastplate?
I did all night last night.
Oh, Jesus, Homer.
What did you need, Toasty?
I was just curious, since we're level 3, if we have any additional starting gold.
Just noticed that Sora sent me the picture as if I really didn't see them drawing on it. Thank you, Sora.
You're welcome.
Can I have the picture? I really want the French crab.
No. He's dead now.
Oh, Sebastian.
I was just messing with you when I said
well,
I didn't
just
see it.
know if I don't know how your DM
Yeah, no, it's fine.
stuff works if you have like 50 million things open. So I was
No,
like, okay, he
it
has
worked.
to see.
Well, I hadn't seen it until you originally said something, and then I went to the thing and saw it. I did have like pages open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do I need to fill anything in for speed?
Yeah. Yes. That's
Okay, cool.
I think it should be in your race.
Race.
Yeah, your race determines your speed, and usually your class gives you benefits, if any.
Okay.
For instance, depending on what I do, could get a bonus 5 speed. Monks get additional speed based off their own level. Barbs get additional speed. It just depends on class.
Well, hold on. How much armor do I have? Or like, what's my?
You have 1 whole armor.
Who is?
I'm armor class 12, right?
too.
Are
Okay.
you really?
Okay. The crab is armor class 14.
What the fuck?
Why does it have a higher armor class than me?
It probably has a higher dex.
I'm the fucking fighter.
Put
Fine.
on some medium
not for
armor.
long.
The crab can protect me.
Let the crab tank. That's fine, actually.
I mean, I think it only has like 6 HP. or
Yeah, no,
something.
the crab cannot tank. It's only got Let me pull
Wow.
it up real quick. I didn't even fill it in because I needed more. But I think it has 7 plus 4, so it has 11 HP. It's actually not that bad at your
I only have one
levels.
more than the crab. He might as well tank. I can't.
You can't tank?
I just can't. I
No,
guess
you have
it's a-
more than.
Huh?
Oh, you do only have 12 HP.
I know.
Wait,
Wow.
is that right? Did I do that right? Oh, you rolled. That's why. Right? I don't remember what you rolled.
Is
but
that
that's,
including her first level max HP?
Yes.
Oh,
She used a D6 hit die.
no, I understand, but oh.
She rolled, I
thought-
think, a 3 and a 2, and then 6, and her Constitution modifier is 1, so 7 plus 5.
Okay.
Please protect.
Well, that's
Man,
what
why
you
do I
got.
feel like me as a rogue is gonna have to be on the front line?
That's what you
I
got.
don't
Pink?
know.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
bumped my
no.
HP up to 30 though. So.
My water dragon can be at the front.
Are you naming your water dragon?
I thought we named him Jetsam.
Oh, that's what I named him. I just want to make sure you're
Oh
okay
no,
with
I was
it.
fine with that. Yeah.
There you go. Now he's a Jetsam.
Can your construct be named Flotsam?
Originally,
about it.
that's what I proposed was Flotsam and Jetsam, but then I was like, you could go full Little Mermaid and name
Sebastian.
Crab Sebastian. And technically, Flotsam and Jetsam are the eels from Little Mermaid.
They are. That's right. That is
Can you be
correct.
Ursula? Can you be a tentacle mermaid? Then
Don't.
Homer can have his own
Okay.
hentai dream realized.
I'm still learning the voices.
Wow.
That's what I was like, wait, who's the one
Oh
that's in the
my
hentai
God.
here? Hold on.
What was that?
I did originally suggest that I had a mind flayer. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
For so there's your tentacles.
I appreciate that mind flayers when they talk, vocally, it's just slurping and like flapping noises because their tentacles are in the
Oh.
way.
Oh, Cthulhu.
Unpopular opinion. Dr. Zoidberg is Mind Flayer.
I would say so, right? Even though he has claw hands.
Thank you.
I
He-
just assumed he
Thank you
was
for
like
that.
Cthulhu's second nephew.
He's just a really dumb Mind Flayer.
Yeah, but he's an ace when it comes to being a doctor, though, right?
No,
Mm-mm.
Yes.
incorrect.
When I get injured, I want him to be my doctor. Give me crab hands.
Change his name to Le Sebastian.
Did
Sebastian,
the
he's
horse?
starting up a rap career.
The mini horse?
That's what. Yeah.
The mini horse. That one died though.
Yes, he did.
All right, I have 3
1,000
streams open.
candles.
Something's got to change here.
There, now it'll just say Sebastian. I put the
So it's
full
just-
thing because I didn't know if you were keeping the name.
no, I was down for that. I was telling JT, didn't I tell you about this today when I went up there?
You did.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was like excited about it. Zoidbergs. I love it.
Well, I think for the most part everything's done.
It was mainly me. I was the problem. Don't everyone talk at once.
Oh, you said everything. It's okay.
Yeah. You got it covered. It's fine.
Kidding.
Cry myself to sleep tonight.
Kidding. Kidding.
You know what? When you guys need a tank and a healer, me and Jetsam, we're just gonna sit down. We're gonna watch you guys. The crab, he's just gonna sit on my head. What the fuck? Who's drawing? Oh, okay.
Calm down.
Well, the last time I had a bunch of stuff up on my screen, I came back and my crab was French.
You are assuming he wasn't already French to begin with.
Mm.
I made him.
Sebastian is a French name.
France doesn't exist in D&D.
No, but Waterdeep, yeah, French neighborhood.
The French
Not
Quarter,
anymore.
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep is just Forgotten Realms versions of New Orleans.
Oh.
It is
Oh, somebody
accurate,
asked
actually.
about money. That was what.
Yes, I did. I like money. All my characters like money.
We are
Except for
wholesome
Alex.
farmers, all right. You can't be worrying about money.
Yes, that's all farmers worrying about.
We got cattle to rustle.
Small farmers are a crippling business.
That's right. They cripple other businesses.
No,
Like, are
they
they a
are the
crippling business or are they a crippled business?
both. Very cyclical industry.
Now you're just making up words.
No, cyclical is the word.
No, it's not.
Okay, everybody roll me a 1d10.
Roll a what?
A
A
1D
1D what?
A who?
1d10.
Wait, is there like a dice?
Roller, yes.
On the top left, there's a little dodecahedron. If you hover over it, it'll do a pop-up menu.
Ah,
If you
man.
click it, it's another menu.
Hey,
Son
I
of a
didn't have the
bitch.
lowest
Alternatively-
number. It's good.
Alternatively, you could just do /r space 1d10.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
You'll
Drew,
get
Oh, I
for
might go that route.
thank you, Drew, for rolling the lowest. I was worried for a minute there.
Fuck you, JT.
All right, take your number that you
Got
rolled.
it. Yeah.
Multiply. Wait, did everybody roll one?
You're gonna make me do math right now?
Yep. Multiply it by 25.
Wait, Stone didn't roll, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
you
I got a 7.
I got a
Oh.
2. So fuck me, right?
Yeah, you're complaining about math and you're.
Yeah.
What were we multiplying it by?
25.
Got it.
Oh.
Where is my money on?
Mine's 200.
100.
All right.
Oh wait.
Take
Yeah.
that number and add 250 to it.
450.
Tree fitting.
Congratulations, starting gold.
That's a lot of starting gold. I prec.
I said I got
Boys.
tree fitting.
Well, at level 5, they say you should get 500 plus 1d10 times 25. You're level 3. Yeah, just cut the other thing in half. I'm real confused about Sonaris' math.
I
Is
thought
that
you said
right?
add 250 to it.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
I was like, I've got a calculator in front of me, please.
I got confused because you used 2 different names in chat.
Listen.
You
Fun
did.
fact, if you do /r and then you do basic math in the program, it should do it automatically.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh.
I don't
That's
know,
how
man.
some other
That's too
players
hard
we
for
play
me.
with calculate their XP.
I have Drew's sheet open and I just looked over and I just saw the word hentai all by itself.
Look, man, he's got his priorities straight. Making sure he writes on what's really important in all this.
So I got a screenshot sent to me from Chris, and Trish, why does your background say "Careful, Nicolas Cage"?
I said that earlier. I think you might have been away.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Stutsy made me do it. Oh my god. Hold on, let me read you the exact thing. He said background, and then in quotes, careful Nicolas Cage, and he said, don't tell them, just leave it.
I saw it like immediately.
That's funny.
All right, I'm just gonna make sure you have your equipment. Sora, does everybody else have their equipment on their sheet?
No.
Yes.
Mayhap.
If I have all of it, I
Yes,
don't
thanks
know.
to
but...
you, Dad.
Oh,
So obviously, if I've got 425 of currency, how does that get separated?
Gold.
It's all gold.
It's just gold.
All
Alright.
gold.
Right.
Or you can
Way
put
to
it however
gold,
you
Dad.
wish.
I just want to know where to go. Where to
Where
go.
to gold
Not
at?
copper.
I used to sing that shit all the time.
Whenever we played Minecraft, you could say it. That's what I know it from.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Where to gold at? Jesus, it's over there.
Shut. I'm pretty sure you told me to shut up on multiple occasions.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
Tinker's tools. Efficient with it. Doing super fast shit right now. Do you want a shield, Sora, or do you want 2 weapons?
I should probably take a shield, shouldn't I?
Your AC is 12. Yes.
The delicate fish needs a shield, yes.
JT,
She's-
how late are you gonna stay up?
As late as I can.
Watch after?
So he's already falling asleep.
I'm actually doing better than I used to do.
I guess
Playing Overwatch after this.
I thought you were going to stream Sims after this.
Yeah, but stuff.
Did you lie to your chat again?
I did. They're fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
No, I meant the lying. I'm not playing Overwatch. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's fine. No, go fuck yourself.
You had your chance.
No,
Has everybody looked at JT's stream today?
that's the way she says that.
Everyone, please look at this fucking.
Have you looked at
He got
his fucking
A nice
face?
new webcam.
That
That's
is-
not
that is-
sideways.
That is technically what she's saying. Look at his fucking face. Yeah, I got the new webcam up today that
Yes.
Trish gave me.
So
Oh.
it's not sideways now.
It's,
It was
it's-
making me so mad.
That's the stream.
Sutsy said, I don't know, still ugly. Wow.
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 How'd you get Jeff Kaplan on your stream?
All right then. I accept the position of Grand Commander.
Overwatch.
Oh my god.
Thanks for the follow, Stone.
To be fair,
Jesus
I thought I followed
Christ.
it like 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
I said I thought I followed it like 2 weeks ago, but
Oh,
there's no telling anymore.
He's not paying attention.
Hmm?
Also,
Sora. Sorry.
Glasses are ridiculous. Just looking at his background's ancient cultist, and then me and Toasty are some fucking cattle wrestlers.
And you got a mermaid and a monster under.
A mermaid who apparently just murders people, so that's gonna be fun.
No, only men.
Only
Only men.
As a human male, I am concerned.
it's a good thing this party is full of only men and one woman.
I was gonna be really mean, but no.
Do you want to be an explorer or a dungeoneer?
Me?
Yep.
I mean, there's other people here. You can't
One
ask.
is significantly cooler sounding.
Facts. Big facts.
I would say probably engineer would be good.
Wrong choice.
Come on.
The options were dungeoneer or explorer.
No,
Oh my
Exactly.
god, it's really hard
God.
to not laugh out loud and wake the baby. I'm just saying. Like, I've been struggling for the past 2
good.
hours.
You deserve this.
So dungeoneer, the difference is like dungeoneer's pack, you get like climbing equipment, whereas like an explorer's pack is like surviving equipment. Like you get like a mess kit, things like that.
Yeah, I
You
tried
get,
to like mix both the words together, and I was like tinkerer, engineer. That works. Dungeoneer is fine.
Okay.
I like that. I was trying to be funny, and it just didn't work.
I already put it on your character sheet.
Okay, I see.
I was like, I'm just gonna get rid of
Uh,
it. Okay. Anybody else missing equipment? Anybody not know how to find out what their equipment is?
I think I've got mine.
Ooh, I need a rope. I need a lasso.
Drew, you need help with your equipment? I asked because you only have chainmail and a longsword.
Oh, if that's not what I'm supposed to have, then yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let me go take
Sorry.
a gander. Well, you either have more or the wrong things.
I hope he has more than that.
You definitely should
Oh,
have
I'm
more.
missing like a Dungeoneer's pack, an
Yeah,
Explorer's
yeah, yeah.
pack. Or, okay. I got things. What do I need anything for my subclass?
You also get a bow.
Get an extra attack. Oh, it's at level 5. Fuck.
Yeah. You get a longbow, 20 arrows.
Cool.
You could take another weapon, or you can get a shield.
Wait, so we are counting arrows?
No, I never.
Okay.
Unless there's like specific situations where you lose them. I hate inventory.
Yeah, I was gonna say
management.
like that just seems like a thing we shouldn't do.
Just don't shoot him
Don't
into
trust
lava.
anybody to do any of this. Wait, so was that a no to equipment in my? I don't see anything in my subclass, but
Yeah, it's not from your subclass. You just get it from like your.
being a fighter.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Thanks, Dad.
So you go. You got your longbow. I'll just put arrows
never
on
would know.
here.
Just sitting here getting drunker and drunker this the longer I'm here.
Congrats.
Diminished returns on my
Sobriety.
effectiveness. Yeah.
Do you want a light crossbow or a two-hand axe?
Oh
think I
wait,
know the
hand
answer.
axes all the way.
Yeah,
Good choice.
it's way more metal.
Way more. And
Totally
I have to
metal.
be edgy, or I just not myself.
Oh, why don't you take the edgelord class?
Oh, is that a class?
No,
Wow.
but we can make one.
Ooh, I'm making a whole new character sheet. But I'm gonna need help with all of it. I hope everyone's got time.
I don't have a
I
life.
feel
so yeah.
attacked.
I mean,
I'm new to the non-pen and paper D&D, and it's also been like 4 years since I've played, so I am sorry for taking up most of the time.
How
Well,
dare.
like Homer said, me and Toasty literally finished our characters 2 weeks ago. So
Do you want a shield or do you want another weapon? Drew?
another weapon.
Are you sure? Because your armor class is
No.
apparently also 12.
Never mind. I need a shield. I'm fucking super
Wait.
squishy.
Is that you have chainmail? Did this not go on here correctly? Let me try re-adding it.
Homer.
Yes, son.
Can I have a hand crossbow?
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
I mean, you got money. You can buy whatever.
can I buy a rocket launcher?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Singer class really expanded, huh?
Rocket slinger.
Like seeing who my party is now, I feel like maybe I should carry some larger guns.
D&D 2077.
I would love that.
And I have
That actually sounds kinda
Baby
dope.
Yoda.
Okay,
supposed
your
to
armor
do it
class
that
is
way.
16. Do you still want a shield? That'll bring you to 18, which is good.
Trying to stay alive. Make more money. I appreciate the help.
All right, so that should be all your equipment. Technically, Dungeoneer's pack has other stuff in it. You can look it up in the compendium, like I said earlier, with the little I button. You just type in Dungeoneer's pack and click on it. It tells you everything.
Got it.
Alternatively, you can add those individual items in, but Dad's getting tired. I gave her her equipment. All right. Up to you guys. I don't think there's anything else we can really cover other than if you guys, how you guys want to meet up, because that'll determine how I start the first session. Do you guys just want to already be like a group together going to do something?
Yeah,
I
gang,
think
gang.
that's the easiest.
I'm sorry.
It is.
Gang. What?
That's right.
You're fired.
You're the water farmer gang, because I don't know how to work Drew's character into that.
I mean, we could have just met up
Water
With our own
monster.
with our own individual backstories, meeting at some undisclosed tavern.
Me and Toasty come into town riding our 2 cows.
Well, you're already
Everyone-
kind of sort of covered to some degree.
We all got drunk at the same tavern, awoke in the same hay bed, really awkwardly, and we're like, well, we could call it here or make a thing out of it. And then everyone, it's like a weird.
Sora's
Cat
character's
sex
pregnant, and you don't know
rectangle.
which one's.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There.
So you all travel together.
I
I
think
don't know.
we
I
should
don't know if I want to go through that again. That would be the second time that's happened in the campaign.
We should also figure out what time we're actually starting next week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
7:30 to the time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So
A confirmed time is usually my favorite go-to time.
my predicament is that next Thursday I work from 12:30 to 8.
Kidding.
God.
But I'm usually out. Man, I'm trying my best here. I'm not feeling very welcome.
No, it's fine.
I'm usually out early, but if we start at 7:30, I might be home at like 7:45.
Let's do
So-
8 then.
Yeah, we could just start at 8
8 would be ideal.
next week if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
It gives me a
You
little
hear
more
that?
time to get the baby to bed if she's given trouble.
Fussy, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she was not
Chris,
happy with you.
Chris said the story of us meeting should just be so we all met at Nicolas Cage's house and that's how we met.
I see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did we all go to the Cage Estate and meet Master Nicholas?
Or his
Get drunk during a party there?
his son is like
He's
a
the one
huge
who's
metalhead,
pregnant.
and he's like in this band that's a total ripoff of this other famous black metal band, Dimmu Borgir. He's like Nicolas Cage's ex-wife married the singer of that band, and so I have no idea how that tied in, but you should definitely check out his edgelord son because he's fucking hilarious.
This might be the greatest picture I've ever seen for a character. Can I just throw that in the game? Does that work?
What is this?
All right. Drew put
Uh,
his token in the Discord.
Oh
You
my
just
or his
saw that?
portrait. Yeah, I just noticed it.
That's amazing.
It's so bad.
I mean, I'm using it.
No, that's it. I told you I found my portrait.
So, are we pretty much done for tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
what I was alluding to earlier.
Got it. I think that I'm going to be heading out for now then.
All right,
Yeah.
Toasty.
But I will see you guys next time.
Next week, 8 o'clock.
I'm excited.
8 o'clock.
See you guys.
Eight
I'm
ish.
sorry.
That's what we said we should
Eight-ish.
have established, right? Ish.
Ish.
Look, man,
that's
that
right.
ish is very
Ish.
important.
It is.
It saves lives.
All right. Well,
Nope.
I'm gonna go get drunk offline.
Okay. Have
Continue getting drunk.
Yeah, exactly. My first meeting's at 11:30. Come on.
fun. First AA
You're fine.
meeting?
Check it out. Look, JT, I don't fucking appreciate your attitude. First of all. Second of all, I'm a professional.
I know.
Okay. Well, good evening, gentlemen.
All right, bud. Talk to you
I will
later.
Catch you guys next week.
Yep.
All right.
Gonna do.
Oh,
Are you going
that's
to bed?
funny. Who?
I gotta go play some more 7 days because I got blown up by a landmine. So
Welcome to my world.
it sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty. Yeah, we're gonna play Overwatch, right? That's what we're doing. Trish,
She left.
she did. Are you-
Apparently.
What the? Where did she go? Okay, well, I'm gonna cut out the stream. Good night for those of you still watching.